Sunday, everyone.
Hello, hello.
How's everyone doing?
Happy Sunday fun day.
Oh, it's Sunday fun day.
It's
Not
Sunday
happy
fun
tomorrow's
day.
Monday.
You're not happy tomorrow's Monday? Are you happy
No.
right now?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. How are you, Todd? Are you happy?
If you're happy and you know it,
Clap your motherfucking hands.
that's right.
What's going on? What's going on with the chat? Who's here?
Nobody,
Will's
just
here.
us. We're just hanging out
Evening,
by
Will.
ourselves.
No, it's not just us. We got Will. We got
Hey,
Wolf
Will.
60. Good afternoon, Wolf.
Hey, Wolf.
Good afternoon, Stephen Haynes.
Howdy, Steven.
Good afternoon, Darth Trent. Heavy Metal Models. Steven saying hi to Will. All right. So we got some friends with us. We're not alone. It's not a loss. It's not a loss. We got some buddies. What's everybody working on? Keith has photo etch. Todd has a book and nook. I saw your reflection in the book nook mirror.
Did you? Yes, it does have an actual mirror. Let's see.
There you
Let
are.
me see if
Hey!
Ah!
Mirror, mirror on the book nook. Who's the biggest book nook schnook?
Yeah.
Sick Jim is here. Hey, Jim.
Howdy,
Jim.
Back. How's it going? Good to see you. Keith's shaking up. So I've got the K7 space station, and I got it partially sort of assembled, dry fitted. So I need to put some windows down the side, and I need to fill all these ones that I already drilled because I'm not happy with those. So I'm gonna fill those. I got some of this. It's just basic wood filler from the hardware store. Should work just fine. It dries. It's sandable. It's paintable. Shouldn't be a problem. So I'm gonna get rid of these windows. I'm gonna get rid of these grid lines that I made. So I'm not happy with those. That was a fail. And then while this is drying, I'm gonna put lights in for the impulse engine and for around the windows, and maybe drill some holes down the side for some windows. And I got to put some lights by cramming them in this hole in the front, which isn't going to be easy, but it's not that bad. I'm just going to bundle up a bunch of string of lights like this, and I'm just going to cram it in there so it's bright and it lights up.
Just cram it in there, buddy.
Just cramming it. I'm just going to cram those lights. Will says, I have just completed the DB5 from last year's diorama. Wow. Are you ready to, who wants to go next?
Oh, I can go. That's fine.
All right, let me get you here. Keith, bow.
Well, I am working on the 1/350 scale Polar Lights Enterprise NX01, but I've got the Paragraphics photo etch for the shuttle bay and cargo bays. So I am going to gloss coat these today and work on getting all the decals put on it. So I don't have to paint every little thing in here.
Nice.
So, and then
That's
also
gonna
I'll
look
probably,
cool.
since these are covered up, I will probably try to put some lights back in there and see what happens.
Like, that looks really big. Like, once you have that assembled, like, how much space do you have in the model for that? It looks huge.
No, it's not really, because this will fold down.
So that square is part
that's
of like
the roof.
ceiling? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
the size
This piece here is the ceiling. Then here's the four sides. So those just fold into a square.
So, yeah, it looks big like that, but once you consider that the size is the ceiling, that's not bad.
Yep. And
cool,
same.
Man. That's awesome.
Same here. Just the square here will be the full size of it. Once you, I know it's bright with the white on there, kind of blowing out the camera, but So that's what I'm planning on doing. Excuse me, doing today, and see what else I can get into.
Right on, right on. Todd, my friend.
This is some Magic Castle book nook that I started with Evelyn. So we're gonna keep working on this. I need to get it off my desk and work on the skyline. So, but since I have this scattered everywhere, it's easier just probably to finish it than
just to put it to the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna work on. I don't know who makes it. It's just called Blade and Magic. So some generic
Blade and Magic. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It looks neat. I like how it is so far. From what you showed us, that little portal thing in the corner is gonna be cool.
Yeah, I think that's gonna get backlit. That portal back there.
Yeah, probably. They give you, like you said, it's a translucent piece, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Since it's not clear, that makes me think it's gonna get light.
Chase is
or, I mean,
here?
it's not solid. I mean, hey Chase.
Howdy, Chase.
Chase, how you doing? And Steve Horman.
Welcome, Steve.
Horman. I've seen the logo before. You've been here before. Welcome back, Steve. Good to see you again.
Welcome.
I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong.
I'm muting myself. I'm going to be turning on my paint booth fan.
All right, buddy. Let me know if I'm saying that wrong, but honestly, it looks like Horman.
Hey, it's our stream. It's Horman.
It's Horman. Hey, nothing wrong with that. It's the worst names you could have. My wife went to school with a guy named Joel Hasno Dick. His last name is Dick, and Hasno is like a traditional Finland name, and it was his dad's name, and it was his grandfather's first name, but they decided to make it his middle name, so his full name is actually Joel Hasno Dick.
That is
That
unfortunate for
sucks.
him.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it is. Mary said he was a real nice guy and he didn't get teased about it too much. But I don't know. If you got to be a nice guy when, your name is Joel has no dick. And Dick being spelled D-Y-K-E like Dick Van Dyke, but pronounced Dick. There's an old man that lives down the hall from me. He's like 94, 95 years old. I had to help him get to his apartment there last week. But his last name is Dick, and it's spelled like that, D-Y-K-E. And he's also a Finlander. There's lots of Finlanders around.
Isn't that Dyke?
Around Lively here. It is in English, but in Finn, it's pronounced Dick.
Oh. Will says he'll be book nooking on Tuesday. Steve says looks nice, Todd. Yeah, I mean, I've built better kits. This one's okay. It's not Roker or anything. Roker Life. Everybody saying hi to Steve. Excellent. Matthew Ward is here. He's a good evening, guys.
Hey, Matthew.
Hey, what's going on? Chase says, do you guys piss off Ian? Who's going to buy something now? Ian is taking a break from streaming. He'll be back, but he's taking a break. Will says, hi, all recent joiners to stream. Oh, Will just says hi to he puts in that blanket hello. Hey, that's what I do. I do hello and good evening, everyone. You could be saying a lot of highs. All right, I did that. Now what do they want me to do? Oh, Jesus. I can't tell if I'm smelling burnt wood from like the laser cuts of this or if I'm smelling my resin.
Maybe it's burnt resin. A lot of that wood has like shit in it too.
Oh, as long as
Like
it's not burnt
additives
toast.
in the wood, right? To
Yeah. You guys
bond
smell
it
burnt
together.
toast? This piece is going to need super glue. I don't have time to wait for this B7000 to dry, so.
This piece is gonna need super glue.
We ain't got time for this.
All right, better cut that little pointy part off. I'll be poking myself in the hand. There, I made myself a little miniature mud hawk.
What is a mud hawk?
It's that square thing with a handle in the middle
Uh-huh.
that to put the plaster and putty and stuff on. And
I
then
never
you
knew
use
that it
to
had a
hold
name.
Pile. Yeah, it's called a mud hawk.
I did not know that.
Mine's just a little piece of plastic that I'm holding. But yeah, it's got the handle in the center,
Sure.
right? And when you're doing drywall and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it a million times. I just never knew it had a name.
Now you know.
And knowing it's half the battle, I heard. I've been
Knowing
told.
is half the battle. So I got a piece of tape on the inside of my sausage section here, so all the filler doesn't just ooze out the other side and fall on the desk and get wasted. I got my little detail thing. I got this when I bought window tint for my when I had my Van Bergini, my Dodge Caravan, which we lovingly called the Van Bergini. And I was going to tint the windows because when you try to sleep in it, freaking sun shines in the morning because it has huge windows all the way around it. But then I ended up getting my Dodge Journey, and it's got fully tinted windows all the way around. Like, I shouldn't even have windows like that, honestly, because tinted windows in the front is limited, and mine are the same all the way around. And it's dark enough that when I'm in the parking lot trying to pull my car into the underground parking spot at night, I actually have to roll the window down so that I can see my mirror.
Do you know when
to see my mirror at night, I can't see out the windows.
Yeah, when Rebecca got her Jeep, it was used, right? But it was the radio, you know, like the Uconnect system, had the guy's phone still in it from the previous owner, and he had in there D's nuts too. Or, you know, like big D80 or something stupid.
Yeah, mine
and
still
I'm
had the other guy's stuff too.
And I'm just like, oh my god, what in the world is this thing? And all those windows are so dark. They are so incredibly dark that it's impossible to see out the back window at night.
Yeah. Yeah, the only window on my car that's not tinted is the windshield in the front. And that's how it was when I got it. I didn't.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't end up using this. This is like the little detail thing they give you for tinting, and they use it for when they're putting like vinyl wrapping on cars and stuff. This is what you use to push the vinyl into the cracks and crevices, and, you know, shape it and form it. It's just a little plastic tool. Comes in handy for stuff like this.
Big D didn't want people to see the inside activities. Yeah, I mean, we basically got an idea of, you know, who owned it before. It was a hell of a name, I gotta tell you.
Uh-oh.
Somebody's lunch is done. Sound like a microwave.
Auto destruct sequence armed.
right?
That's the slow cooker spaghetti sauce.
Oh,
Slow cooker. Mary started making it like 8 o'clock this morning. And it's been in there all day.
nummy.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds glorious. How was your guys' weekend?
That is
Anything
pretty
fun?
good. Pretty good. Well, Mary went out to a stag and doe. I don't know if you saw the little clip I was sharing on my stream last night. And one of her friends is getting married there, and they had this big party. So she went to that while I was doing my stream. So she had a good time. She had some fun, and I had fun. I streamed on Friday, and I streamed last night, and I'm streaming again. Getting stuff done.
Woo!
That's good.
Trying to get some projects done. Well, I got this done last night. I managed to, because
I know I saw the beginning. I saw you had to break that thing open, and
yeah, I had to break it open, and so this isn't glued in here yet, but it's really tight. It's just in there nice and tight. But I purposely didn't leave it glued because when I attach this whole thing, I'm gonna have to adjust this right for level. I'm gonna need to be able to wiggle this a little bit up and down to make sure that this level with the other nacelles.
yeah.
So I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to, let me see, we'll just use this one as an example because it's the same shape. I'm gonna have to put the main nacelles on and then open the tops of them, run wires up the tops, right, to attach to these strips here. I just used the copper tape in there and it works fantastic. So that can go right into the main nacelles, and then I can attach the center one and make sure it's all straight and centered. Looks like I did a fairly good job with it this way. Looks pretty straight.
Oh God.
So
What?
I just got to worry about the level this way. So I left it unglued until I'm ready to assemble it. And then I can just jam some glue up in there. And get this guy in here.
They want me to do what with what?
We're doing what with the what now? Ah!
Yeah, that's exactly what this. I'm like, dude, they want me to do what?
Don't be doing that.
Hook a chain on the who's? The what?
Oh, I forgot to put this back in the kitchen. We're going to need that for the spaghetti sauce. Oh, yeah, I dropped it on the floor. Perfect. In the sink it goes. In the sink it goes. Yeah, eh?
Tori's helping.
Did you hear that? Because I
Yep.
opened up the microwave. The first 2 beeps was him, and the second 2 beeps was me pressing the buttons on the microwave to heat my coffee up.
Does he know when you go over to it that it's going to beep, so he beeps in advance?
Yeah, when you open the door, when he hears the door open. Even if he's not in the kitchen and he hears that door open, he goes beep beep. Because I'm always pressing. Most of the time I'm heating up my coffee, so I'm just pressing 90 seconds or 60 seconds or whatever. I'm pressing 2 buttons, so that's the thing he hears the most.
That's just awesome.
John
when I got
Thompson's
up-
here.
When I got up this morning, he was still in his cage with the cage covered up, and he heard me walk past the bird cage and talk to Mary, and he went,
Hey, I'm over here.
yeah.
Don't forget about me.
There we go. Okay. I'll do a little bit of surgery here because this one's cold. This one's hot.
Let's see. John Thompson says, if there was a member named Gene, I could say, hi, Gene. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, John's here. John's here. Hi, John.
Yeah, right? You know the dad jokes are inbound.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, there we go. Indeed. Look at it swirling around in there. Like a gas giant. Oh. Put some atmosphere in my coffee.
Jesus, really?
Yes, really. And don't call me Jesus. I got something here that I can use to... Oh, I do. Like, I wonder if I got anything in my desk I can use to stir my coffee without going back in the kitchen. Coffee stir sticks. That'll do.
Where's your collection of spoons?
Right here. Actually, I do have a couple special spoons, if you must know. Here's all the stuff.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. I can't find any of the stuff. Where's the stuff?
All right, I need to figure out what the hell they're talking about here. Very confuzzed. Very confuzzed. Let's see. Wolf says, for me on this beautiful hot Sunday, I'm putting decals on his Millennium Falcon. There you go.
Falcon.
There you go. You know, I bought all the decals for my 143rd, my D'Agostini fan home one, and then realized the ESB doesn't have decals on it. The New Hope one does. Yeah.
Well, it just doesn't have all of the details, or
it just doesn't have the decals. It's just not on it. Different ship.
So just
the 5-footer and the 3-footer were different models. And when they built for Empire, they did not put the decals on the smaller one.
Huh.
Yep. John Thompson says Tim Hortons plus coffee and Tori sounds like R2D2. Yes.
Sometimes. Especially when he's doing like he'll do this thing where he'll go up to your fingers, or like if you got your feet up or you're on the bed or something, he'll go up to your toes.
Mm-hmm.
And he like has a conversation with your toes, and he's like,
really?
Yeah, it's really funny. And then he stops for a second, and you like wiggle your toes or wiggle your fingers, and he's like, it's so weird. We laugh. It's hilarious. It's like he's having a little conversation with your toes. He thinks they're baby birds or something. I have no idea. But yeah, they're weird. Sometimes it's quite interesting having a little bird. It's crazy how much personality they have.
Is that the first bird you ever had?
Yeah. I never had a bird before. Mary's dad had a bunch of pet birds when she was growing up. He had one of those big freaking those big super colorful parrots there, a macaw, scarlet macaw.
Macaws. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a scarlet macaw. He had one of those, and he had a couple other different birds, and I'm not sure what they are right now. Right now he has an African gray. So those are those big parrots that like talk a lot, and they're really smart. Sure. And it like mimics his voice exactly.
There's a pet shop near here that said sells like exotic animals called Pratt's Pets, and they have a parrot. It's like $7,000 or $8,000.
Yeah, yeah,
But he talks to you.
yeah.
They sell like pigs and goats, all sorts of weird stuff. B. Where's B?
And Chris is like really good with training him and teaching him. Like he's got experience from having the other birds and stuff too, right? And he's really knowledgeable about it.
Right.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. He's pretty well trained. He can say what to do and the bird will do it. And then they have this other little one. Her mom has a little pet bird. It's a lovebird. It's just like a little thing like that. It's super loud, right? And the big African gray parrot, he'll be like, Violet, go to bed. Be quiet, Violet. Be quiet. It's hilarious. All right, so this stuff is very easily sandable once it's dry. I shouldn't have too many issues with that.
Yeah, Helen and I had an old neighbor. They had an African gray. He was a trip. His name is Stimpy.
Stimpy.
Yep.
Like Ren and Stimpy?
Yes.
No
Do you
kidding.
know of any other Stimpies?
All right. Well, I mean, you never know.
And he would mimic the sound of the alarm on Eric's Jeep. Setting it, unsetting it, going off. He'd call the cat over and laugh at it when the cat would come over. Very smart bird.
They are incredibly smart. I'm giving that for sure.
Birds are smart. I just learned that. I also learned that this stuff dries pretty fast. I gotta work it. Work it, girl.
Work.
Work it, girl. Give it well. Oh, I did not put any tape on the inside. That's why I'm having a problem. Got to correct that problem. Thin squidge of tape. Let's see how
A squidge?
straight of a squidge, yeah.
How much exactly is a squidge?
Well, it's a bit of tape that you peel off the roll, but you don't need the whole width of it. So you do this and you just get a squidge.
Is that an official unit of measurement? Because I feel like it might be.
It's going to be now. Check it out. See? Look at that. That's like a perfect squidge. Look how straight that is.
There you go.
Right?
No kidding.
That's a perfect squidge right there. Just a squidge. This deflector thing is giving me problems because it keeps falling out. It's falling out like Hall & Oates. Little bit of tape around the rim. Oh, it's not sticky enough. Yeah, bloody bugger. There, that's all I need. I just need a little bit.
Are these used anywhere else? Man, these instructions are very. The pictures are so dark; they're very hard to see.
Will wants to know, how does a squidge compare to a wane head?
Well, a squidge isn't a measurement of size. It's the procedure I did to get that strip of tape. So a squidge is the end product. It's the name for that piece of tape. So it could be any size you decide. I could have ripped that thing all the way around the roll. I tell you what, I could have ripped that thing all around the roll.
Huh. Well.
Anyone else a fan of that movie, Sling Blade? I love that movie.
Sling Blade. I don't think so. I don't know that I've ever seen it.
Sling Blade with Billy Bob. And he's like a mentally challenged fella. And he's in the mental hospital, and they released him, and they were like, "How you doing?" He's like, "I'm doing well. It's like they had me locked up, but they said I'm well now." And he was always getting French fries, and he's like, I'll get some mustard. I need some mustard for these French fried potatoes. It's hilarious. It's a good movie. And he went through problems. People gave him a hard time because they thought he was crazy and dangerous. And then because of that, he ended up becoming dangerous. And there was like an abusive guy, and he took care of that abusive guy, and he ended up paying the price for it. Yeah.
Let's see.
And it was cool because he took the guy out, and then he called the police, and he's like, it's me. He's like, I just killed Dale Hargrove with a lawnmower blade. Come and take me away. And then he's like, I think so. Dang near split his head right in two. So they're probably like, are you sure he's dead? He's like, yeah, I think so. He split his head open like a cantaloupe.
John says, work to the left, turn to the right, Sachet Chante. Yeah, I remember that song. He says, you guys were talking about work, and he went to RuPaul. That's right. Yeah. Will says he's never heard of it, let alone seen it. Yeah.
A squidge? Well,
no, I think
no, Sling Blade.
Oh. You never heard of a squidge before?
I mean, that too, because I've also never heard of a squidge.
Well, you have now. It's a new thing.
I have. I've learned a thing today.
We'll see. We'll see if it picks up. We'll see if we can get the Gen Z to start saying it.
Oh God.
I wonder. Maybe this. Oh, I guess the disc bay would be the perfect tool for what I'm trying to do here. Yeah. We even got a fancy pad on there.
Where's AK?
Don't know.
Where's he run off to?
Probably at the cigar lounge.
Drink. Everybody drink. Whatever you got, drink it.
Look at that. My disc bay is going on tour.
That disc bay's got someplace. He's got someplace to be.
I'm tired of this shit. I'm out of here.
All right, that's it. Next Wonderfest, we're having display races at the table.
My kid used to have these toys. They were called the hex bugs or something. And they're kind of like that. There's just a little thing like this. It had like little silicone legs. And there was a track. And you'd put them in the track. And they were like different colors. And you turn on the thing. And it would go. And they would race down the track. Same
that reminds me of the electronic football.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, same thing. What's John saying? I didn't know a squidge was a thing. I inadvertently make those all the time, especially with packing tape. There you go. A squidge of packing tape. That's even harder to do because the packing tape wants to wander as you're tearing it.
And Will says recently got one of those display sanders. Great little tool.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are.
I have a whole pile of rotary tools and sanders and stuff now. You know, my problem with this build is some of the order of instructions, right? They're like, put all these details on after you've hung this thing by chains. You know, I mean, like, okay. Would have been easier to put that on before, so I'm having to read ahead.
They would never do that.
No.
You know, that's actually a really good tip for a lot of models. Read ahead in the instructions instead of just looking at step one and going and, you know,
read all of them.
I seldom look at the instructions anyways, but when I do, I kind of gloss over it and then I go to step one and I do what step one says. I don't read ahead, right? Well, with the models I'm doing, they're fairly simple anyway. There's like 8-10 pieces to them. It's not really that big a deal. The instructions are pretty much to tell me where the decals go.
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad thing. One thing I like to do is I will write the articles for like the builds I do first. And because of that, I get a glimpse into what we're doing and things that are coming and maybe redo steps over again or do them in a different order. Or, you know, places I can simplify. Or, you know, like use pictures over again, for example.
Yep.
So I do like to read ahead. John says, got a radial arm saw yesterday for my shop. Then I learned how to reprofile a lathe tool I ruined. Well, there you go. The tool worked perfectly. I've been listing more stuff on my Etsy shop. Excellent. You should throw a link up to that in Discord if you haven't done it already. Will says, Jody, have you ever done a model to the instructions? LOL. But he did say, I guess you've done Voyager recently.
Yeah, the Voyager. Oh, well, I didn't follow the instructions, but I didn't modify it. And you know what? Not following the instructions was bad because I missed a couple little clear parts that are supposed to go in that I didn't realize until I got to the clear part sprue. And I was like, where do these things go? And they were supposed to go in the little impulse engines that are on the struts on the Voyager. And you got clear pieces in the front and back of those openings, and I didn't even realize it. So that they didn't get put in because I was stupid and I didn't look at the instructions. Because it's like, the pieces only fit together one possible way. Here's how you build the ship. And I built it, and then it was too late to put those in because it was all glued together. Back to sanding.
Will says, I guess you did the Voyager recently. Yeah, I got that, Jen. Thompson says, I definitely will. You should. I mean, especially if you're making stuff to sell, and you should share it. Give everybody the opportunity to grab it if they want it. Where else we got some slots? Slots? I'm using them all. I don't care. Yeah. I dropped it. Don't drop it, Todd.
Come on.
Don't even care. Use them all. There we go. All right. Where was I? I don't even know where I was. Where was I?
I don't know. How far in the directions did you go? How far did you jump ahead?
Oh, I read all the way to the end, but
All right.
all right. Will says, fill those slots.
Shit.
You.
I was muted, but we did that at the exact same time. All right. That was funny.
Ah, shit.
All right. So,
how are we going to do this, Todd? What have you done, Todd? Why is the floor wet, Todd?
shites. Let's see. Figure out what side is gonna be open.
These are gonna fall off, aren't they? Aren't they? Oh, shoot. Did I glue these in? Yay! Todd didn't glue something in for the first time when he actually needs it now.
Well, that's a good thing.
And that's the wrong one. Good job, Utah.
There's that piece.
Did you guys watch any good streams this weekend?
I didn't. I was out.
I was watching 3D Painter for a while on Friday afternoon. He doesn't do much streaming on the weekends, but I was watching him Friday afternoon. But one of his buddies, Gambit Neo, who does similar things, painting 3D printed sculptures, he was streaming yesterday, and I caught that for a couple hours. It was pretty fun.
Excellent.
And was watching Tiff there earlier before we started, and they were doing like a group session, a group stream over there at the dark side of scale modeling. They're probably still on it right now. That's why we don't see Tiff in the chat. I think Revo Dave was over there, and Stephen Haynes was over there. And tell us, Stephen, were they still streaming? Are you like watching both of them right now? Going back and forth. That's what I do sometimes. I'll have one on my TV and I'll have one on like my cell phone or like one on my laptop and one on my phone or computer, whatever. Watch multiple streams at the same time. Like Back to the Future, when they go in the future and the guy's watching like 7 things at the same time on the screen, right?
I guess those are meant to be drawbridges. Cute.
Ooh, nice.
A little goblin, some kind of goblin army, I guess. I don't
That
know.
actually looks really cool. And
Yeah, it
then
does.
that starfish thing is on the underside of that floor.
Yeah, the leather Cheerio.
Okay, so that's just a light fixture. It's like a chandelier.
Yeah, it's just going to be a light fixture from what I can tell.
Cool. Cool.
All right.
Das ist cool, ja? Ja. John says, put it in Discord.
The links for his Etsy.
Excellent. I mean, excellent. Hey, Ricardo. Hey, guys. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy
Where you
Sunday,
at, buddy?
Ricardo.
Hey, Ricardo.
Get in here and get in here and join us. We just started, so I won't leave right away as soon as you join, Ricardo. That's only because it's so late. By the time Ricardo gets on, I've already been streaming for 5 or 6 hours.
So,
No, I got a hard stop at 4 hours. So
Ooh, a hard stop. Excellent. It's nice to schedule things ahead of time.
all right. Let's see.
all right, more lights apparently.
So Ricardo says, right now I'm at my nephew's birthday party, but I'll join as soon as I can. Cool,
Yeah,
that would be great.
Sounds good to me.
Say happy birthday to your nephew for all of us. Tell him happy birthday from HTM. And he'll be like, the hell's that, uncle?
Yeah, who's that? Who's that? Who
Who
dat?
dat?
Will says, Todd's got light shining out of where? His chocolate starship. Chocolate starship.
I mean,
His
basically,
Sarlacc.
yeah.
Sarlacc pit.
My Sarlacc pit. That's right.
His
John
3D
says-
printer.
His 3D printing nozzle. John says a lighthouse for Bob and Doug McKenzie. A beer can lighthouse. There you go. You can do that on your lathe, John.
There you go.
And I bet you could get like, you could turn the whole thing, right? Like say a bunch of beer cans. Beer cans come in different sizes. So you do like the biggest beer can, one of those Bubba Chubbies or whatever they are. And then you do like a tall boy. And then you do like a regular can. And now they got those slim thin cans that are like, you know, a half a can's worth. And then you have it, you know, tapering to the top. And then you could probably print out like paper labels and like stickers or whatever. And then just put them on the beer cans, and you can have whatever beer brands you want, right? You can make up your own funny ones.
Exactly.
There was a beer that had Bob and Doug McKenzie on it. I think they came out with a beer for a while. It was a limited thing when they had that movie. Shark saying hi, Ricardo saying hi to Trent Chase. He knows who you all are. He says he's seen the Wonderfest videos. Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, I hope it's like his 20th birthday party. All right, I'm going to mute because I'm going back to sanding. And this thing's not that loud, but when it's vibrating off the plastic, it gets loud.
It can.
Oh, yeah. Ricardo, if you have a disc bay, bring it to Wonderfest. And
yeah, disc bay races.
I'm going to make like a track that we can race our disc bays on with a bunch of lanes. And then you can customize your disc bay. Maybe we'll come up with some rules. Maybe you could put like a Teflon surface on the bottom or something. I don't know. We'll try different things. Maybe some little rubber grips so it gets a boost. I don't know. Let's modify our disc bays and rig them up for racing. We'll see who does the best. Open class disc bay racing 2027 at Wonderfest.
Jesus.
I'm serious. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make the track. And once I show you pictures, you guys will all start working on your sanders. And if you don't have one, you guys will buy one just to enter the race. I'll see if Disc Bay can sponsor me.
Disc bay races. I love it. Ricardo says he doesn't have any of the disc bay tools. It doesn't have to be a disc bay. It can be any like
reciprocating
battery.
sander.
Yeah, any reciprocating battery powered sander. Why not? All right, taped all my wiring down. I'm blind. I looked in the light. Jesus. All right, that's getting annoying. I'm taking one of the batteries out. All right, that part's done. Oh, all right. Well, that's this whole section, apparently.
Nice. That looks cool.
Yeah, I
Almost
haven't
looks like
mounted him
something
yet.
Donnie would love.
But there's a gargoyle that gets glued right here. I just didn't want him to break off, so he gets down here at the end of the hall.
Yeah. That's something Donnie would like with the way he plays D&D.
Probably, yeah.
It is very
cool.
D&D, yes, with the little skeletons coming across the bridges and running out the front.
And that's awesome.
All right. Oh, God. I have to make a barrel. I hate making barrels. Oh, disgusting. Looks like I'm lucky and there's only one. So.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Don't grab it that way, dummy.
Yeah, dummy. Hello? D. Where's G? Hello? F? A.
After F, before H.
Yeah, not in the order I have them in. F, C, D, G, J. No, that's not G. What the shit? All right, Bueller. Is this G over here? Oh, my God.
Let's see.
John Thompson says, Caroline, step into the light. Yes, yes. I still don't like watching that movie.
What movie's that?
Poltergeist.
Oh.
I mean, that movie messed me up as a kid. It was not good. I think I had to sleep with the light on for the next 2 years.
Now, there is one Stephen King book that messed with me.
Yeah.
It, because I was reading that while I was in college, but I was getting up at like 4 a.m. every morning to go to work, and still living at home since I was in college, but I'd be eating breakfast, and right out from where I sat was a big picture window. So I'm looking straight out into the darkness, waiting for a clown head to pop up. That just messed with me the whole time.
I can see that. I don't think clowns ever bothered me.
That's the only one. Otherwise, clowns don't bother me. For some reason, Pennywise did. All right.
Well, I never saw that movie either. You know, I haven't seen the Saw movies.
Oh, really?
No.
I don't.
You're not missing much with those, Todd. There's not really. It's just shock, gory stuff, really.
It's really not a horror movie, in my opinion.
No, it's a gore movie.
It's a gore, but
yeah, there's nothing psychologically scary or cerebral about it. It's just look at this guy do this and that, and making them all do things just to be gross. And I don't know. I watched the first one. This is stupid.
It's like some guy says, "Oh, you can get out if you cut off your own arm," or some shit, right? Isn't that kind of the gist of it?
Yeah, he has different traps, and if they want to get out, they have to get through the trap.
Yeah, and he has this stupid little doll that is supposed to represent him and scare people, and it rides around on a tricycle trying to scare people, and it's dumb.
Let's play a game. Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Hey, yo. What's going on?
Let's play a game.
It's like Chucky, for example. Why wouldn't you just kick that little fucker across the room?
Yeah. It's like, come on, man. That movie was like, as if. Just picking him up and throw him out the window. Or rip him apart and rip the stuffing out like it's a stuffed doll. Come on. I got so mad at that movie. John says Child's Play was good. Yeah, Will said, don't waste your time, Todd. The Saw movies are rubbish.
Yeah, you know what's bad is last night. So for whatever reason, I got this wild hair to watch the Henry Cavill Superman movies. and I had never seen them. So I went back, and so last night I started at the beginning, which the first one was Man of Steel from 2013. That I almost could not finish watching. I had a really hard time watching that movie. Not so much because of Cavill. One, I think he was that was young in his acting career. I mean, it was 13 years ago. But two, the writing was so bad. I mean, it was like they took, maybe they were trying to be accurate to the comic books, but the lines were just so bad. Like a lot of the writing was so bad. I don't know. I just had a really hard time. Now, I don't remember what the next one is. There's like 4 of them. But I don't know. We'll see. That was a tough watch. All right, look, I made a barrel. I hate barrels. Fucking hate barrels.
Cool.
Hate them. Let that sit for a minute. All right. What's next? H3. You got that. 2 H3s. All right, we'll get both of these. And a couple H9s, which are literally, the H9 is literally just an H. I started watching that downstairs, and then Rebecca went up to go to bed, and so I finished watching it upstairs. And one, it's really long. Like that movie felt really long, and it also kind of explained things that it didn't need to explain. Does that make sense? Like, I know it was like the beginning of Superman, like the whole story with Jor-El and Krypton and all that, but I feel like everybody knows that story already, and they spend so much time on it. I'm like, we get it. He's a kid from Krypton.
Yeah, if they needed to include it at all, they could have just did like a quick, like
sure,
a recap sort of.
It's like we were talking about on, we were talking about on the like last night on Andrew's stream. We were talking about the Strange New World Muppet episode. They could have got the same effect with like a 5 or 10 minute scene, right? They didn't need to waste a whole episode on it.
Yeah, so they could have had like maybe he's passed out and he's having several dreams, and that's just one of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Hallucinates about a bunch of different scenarios.
Yeah,
and make it obvious at the beginning that he's dreaming. Don't drag it out to the end and be like, oh, guess what? It's like Dallas. Yeah. The whole thing was a dream. Or like Bob Newhart, right? Bob Newhart show, the whole series was a dream.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I hate the dream trope, waking up from a dream sequence. Let's see. Ricardo says, my nephew is 10, and lucky for us, he didn't understand what we were saying, but he told me, did that guy went to take a leak and recorded it? yes, he did. yes, he did.
That was funny. Mary tried to warn him too. Mary tapped him on the side, and she's like pointed out. She's like, your mic is on. He's like, nah, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
That's our Ian.
That's Ian. All right. These are all E and an H6. What's a H? What? No. Oh, that's G. Oh, God. I'm just a mess.
Do you need new glasses, Todd?
You know what? I probably
do. Or they just need cleaned?
It's been a year. And, I went to the eye doctor, told me that your eyes are going to get progressively worse. But then they'll reach a point where they just stop, right? I have some kind of yeah, he says they'll get worse for like 4 or 5 years. Every year they'll get a little bit worse, and then it'll just stop. And it's not something, it's both near and far. So I can't like get LASIK, and I can't get contacts or I have to get glasses that are basically bifocals. I tried progressives and they're awful. You know, but he's just like, that's just the way it is. You have that you have that vision that's just, that's the way it's going to work.
See, John says Karen does not like Pennywise. And
Don't
Doug is
blame her.
here.
Hey, Doug Smith.
How we doing, Doug?
Hello, Doug Smith.
Doug's been here for a bit.
Revo Dave is here. Did we say hi to Revo already?
I don't think so. Hello, Dave.
Hello, Dave.
How we doing,
So
Dave?
that means Tip's stream's probably done. Because Doug
excellent.
and Revo Dave were over there viewing. I saw them in the chat. And Stephen Haynes was over there, and some other people. Some of our other friends was watching Tiff's stream.
That's excellent.
John says St. Elsewhere was also a dream.
Was it really?
That's another one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And Doug calling John Lighthouse John.
Lighthouse John.
And Tiff is here.
Lighthouse John.
Well, then I hope your stream went well.
How we doing, Tiff?
I think so. There was like 18, 20 viewers.
No, very nice.
They do well. Oh, yeah, they do well. They do very well. Very active chat.
Oh, shit. Get over here. I forgot that was in the freaking water.
Maybe sometimes I comment a little too frequently over on Tiff's channel, but
That's
active
okay.
chat, even without me.
You know what? It's good to have engagement. That's the thing. You want the engagement. Even if people are arguing, it's still engagement.
Yeah, yeah.
What else did I miss? John Thompson says, I love Stewie and Peter Geist doing Genesis. That's awesome.
All of you
Got
missed
that
my
one.
new name.
Turginal J. Nerdlington? The third Ganaud?
The third
Oh,
Genold.
Oh, see, Revo Dave says I gave up on Strange New Worlds. That I'm going to have a really hard time watching the fourth season. Then that when I thought it was just a scene that they were puppets, I didn't realize it was they were saying it's the whole episode.
It's the
And-
whole episode. Season
and
4
that-
is weird. Season
and
4
I'm-
is weird. They've lost the plot.
And I agree with Andrew and his thing, which is if they only have so many episodes, right? There's only so many
there's only
episodes that they
10
have to work
episodes
with
per season.
And I heard next season's only going to be 6, right? It's a short season.
Yeah, yeah.
So that is disturbing to me. That is, I don't like that they are that they're going to waste
time.
an episode. Yeah, they're going to waste an episode, and expensive. These episodes
They've
are
wasted
expensive.
4 episodes so far. All they're doing is remakes, right? Like this week was Muppets Take Manhattan in space. You got Jurassic Park, you got The Hangover, you got Event Horizon, you got Casablanca, and now you got Muppets Take Manhattan in space.
And that just sucks. You know what I mean? Like that's just
Yeah, man.
What a waste. What a waste.
Because I think it started out good. I was really enjoying the efforts. You know what I mean? It reminded me of the original, but it's updated and looks all new and fancy. Like visually, it's great. I love the way the Enterprise looks. It's a cool Enterprise. To me, it's like one of my favorite ones. The cast is pretty good. Like all the actors are great. They were doing great in the first season or 2, and then they just started losing the plot and just let's try this. Oh, let's try that.
Well, I mean, I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it had the vibe of the original series. That it was well done. That the writing was good. I like the actors.
Yeah.
And then they went sideways, I guess. I mean, I felt like I never felt the same after the singing episode. Like I couldn't take it even remotely as. I get it.
Yeah.
Star Trek is not, but
That one wasn't my favorite, but you know what? If you don't take it too seriously and you're not annoyed by musicals, right? Musicals aren't my favorite genre, but I've seen a lot of them because I have a wife and a daughter. And You know what
Sure.
I mean? So
Yeah.
I can put up with it and I can find the beauty in it. But yeah, I think what they should have did there was when they had the Klingons and the Klingons were singing, they shouldn't have been
Yeah.
singing like some cheesy pop music. They should have
Right,
been singing like Klingon style music, Klingon opera or something, you know, dark and
Right.
ominous.
Yep. I
Like
agree.
chanting or whatever. Klingon music,
agree.
not K-pop.
Let's see.
That was a
Tiff
bad
says the
choice.
stream went really well. Ended up with a full panel, 26 people in chat and 33 likes. Awesome.
Nice.
Alec
Good
is
for
here.
you.
He says, hi, guys. Hey, Alec. Welcome.
Hope you can join us one day, Tiff.
Doug said, I had that as a child. Doctors called it progressive myopia. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't remember what they said. John Thompson says, leprechaun in space. LOL. Klingon metal, Jody, Thompson says.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even that would have been better, for sure.
That makes more sense. Seems more fitting.
Well, I think, I don't remember what it was. I think it was an episode of Star
Animal.
Trek Discovery, and they were at this bar or whatever, and there was like a Klingon band, and they were like playing heavy metal. It was cool. It's like, right on, yeah, that's what they'd be doing. Klingons would be into that.
Oh, I hear the children.
The children?
Hello, children.
Somebody please think of the children. I'm gonna have to charge this thing. The only gripe I have about this is the power of it. It's not that powerful and it doesn't hold the charge for as long as I'd like it to.
Is that the Pro or no?
No, not the Pro, bro.
It's not the Pro, bro.
Tiff says, thanks, I really enjoyed it, and weirdly, I'm enjoying the metal kit. Yeah, metal kit! Doug said, it's a killer metal kit. Dave says, Discovery, OMG, LOL. Yeah, I know. I didn't 100% hate it. There were some things I liked about it.
I didn't like anything about it, Discovery. I didn't like the ship. I didn't like the spore drive. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like, man, I really, the only good part of it, I would have to say probably was the introduction of Section 31. I guess.
That was, yeah, that was some pretty interesting stuff. I like Andrew's assessment there. They should have started the show. First episode should have been in the 30th century or whatever, the 1,000 years in the future. They should have led with that.
Right.
And there's no reason that Burnham had to be Spock's sister. That was dumb. It was just stupid. Should have just been any character, a new character. There didn't have to be a relationship with past characters.
Shit.
And yeah, the crying. Come on, too much crying.
Oh, that's the part I didn't like. I couldn't take it.
I think the thing that bugged me the most, though, the absolute most, the dumbest thing ever about that was the turbo lift thing. And they did the same as they did in the movie where they're going through the turbo lifts and they're on these tracks. It's like the door room in Monsters Inc. You know what I mean? Come on, as if it would be like that. Give me a break. This big empty chasm of space and there's nothing there, and the turbo lifts are going around on these weird tracks.
What?
Come on. Who builds
What are
a
you talking
starship
about?
like that? There was a scene they did in an episode and they copied what they did in one of the J.J. Abrams movies where they're like fighting and they're supposed to be in the turbo lift complex, but the turbo lifts don't travel in these tubes in between the walls. They're in this big open space traveling on like tracks like a roller coaster, like the freaking door thing in the Monsters Inc. movie.
No.
Yeah,
Inside the ship?
ridiculous. Yeah, It was
Oh my
stupid.
God.
I said the same thing in the movie when they did that. I was like, what are you doing? As if the turbo lift would be like that. That's ridiculous. Like, I don't care about canon, but come on. That's outlandish freaking reasoning.
Rebo says 9021 in space. It wasn't 9021. It wasn't that more like Starfleet Academy, like the teen angst.
Oh, that was even worse. That one was even worse.
Like I guess I don't understand. Is that are they trying to get a new audience, a younger audience? Is that what this is all about? Or
They're trying, but you know what? It's not working. My kid's 20, and none of their friends are into Star Trek. Our friends' kids are like 24, and they're into the original Star Trek and the original movies. They don't like the new stuff. So I don't think they're getting the audience that they're trying to get. And they're losing the audience that they already had.
that's right. That's going to be the part that's going to sting the most.
Yeah. And then they complain that the fans are toxic and everybody's just misogynist, homophobes. It's like, no, man, not at all. I thought my actually favorite character on Discovery was the freaking gay engineer, Paul Stamets. He was the most interesting, intriguing character. It's not about that. It's about the way you write the stories and the way you present the ideas.
Doug Smith says he loves musicals. He's been to several on Broadway. I think I've been to Rent twice with some friends that wanted to go. It's not my thing, but I've been to them.
Watching things live is totally different than, watching it on TV, though. I got to tell you that. Like, I was never a fan of country music, but I went 3 times with my wife to this thing called Country Fest.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It was fun. The
we
live
have a
bands are a lot
Country
more
Thunder down
entertaining
here.
than Country Thunder. Nice.
Yeah, it's Country Thunder. Rebecca likes country. It's not my thing, but I mean, I should probably go with her.
And I met a Star Trek actor there.
Yeah.
Tom Jackson. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do not.
He's a famous Canadian actor. He's native, and he was in an episode of The Next Generation, the one where Wesley Crusher leaves for good and goes with the Traveler guy, right? And they're on this native planet that the Cardassians are trying to annex. And he goes and he goes like in the sweat lodge or whatever with this guy, and he has this vision about his past or whatever. And the actor that played that guy was Tom Jackson, and he was actually performing country music at the country festival.
No kidding.
Yeah. And he was so fun and entertaining. Like, he probably told more stories than he sang songs.
Let's see. John Thompson says, as evil as Khan was, I did feel sorry for him. I understood his anger and why. Ricardo Montalban did a great job on the character. Yes. Yeah. I mean, that's what makes that movie so good.
Did anybody else check that audio drama that they did with Khan? They had it on YouTube. It's like not a podcast, but like an audio book drama. It was really good. It was actually really good. It's about what happens after Kirk abandoned them on whatever the planet they were on.
What was it, SETI Alpha 5 or 6?
Yeah,
or whatever?
SETI Alpha 5, and they're like, this is SETI Alpha 6. So it's what follows that, the events immediately following that. Well, it actually takes place over years, and then like the subtext is like Tuvok is helping this other officer investigate those events, and they found like logs, and they found records and stuff from the time. So they're investigating to try to actually find out what happened to Khan and all of his crew once they were on the planet. So it's actually pretty cool. So it goes back and forth from what Khan and them are doing to Tuvok on the Excelsior with Captain Sulu. So they even got Tuvok. They got Tim Russ and they got George Takei to do voices in it. It was really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I let's see. Repo Dave says TOS, TNG, DS9, Voyager, and some Enterprise. That's for me. I'm kind of with you, man. I not so much TOS, but I can do. I watched, Voyager, of course, got better when 7 of 9 showed up, of course. I did not like the little Calyx person, the girl. What was her name? Tess.
Yeah,
and I didn't like Neelix either.
Cass and Neelix could have been ditched, both of them.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. And Enterprise, it feels like that was basically just a show to get Jolie and Blaylock in her underwear a lot. I feel like they kind of tried to say, well, the 7 of 9 formula worked.
Yeah.
So we'll do it over here.
But that's because the actress was charismatic and, talented. I'm not saying Jolene Blaylock's not as talented, but the character she was playing was far from being a charismatic character, right?
Well, it wasn't she Vulcan, so I mean, like she was not supposed to have emotions, which is not fun when they're, I guess, I don't know. And
they always do that.
Who was the guy that played the captain? I can't remember his name right now.
Freaking Dr. Sam Beckett.
Yeah, right. Starman or whatever he was.
Scott Bakula, yeah.
Yeah, but what was the other show he was in?
Quantum Leap.
The Quantum Leap. That's the only show. That's the only thing I can picture him. He's quantum leaping into the Enterprise. I couldn't help it. I could not see it.
What other show was he on? Some Navy investigating show or something like that, I think. I don't know. My mom
NCIS New Orleans.
Yeah, I was going to say he was on NCIS. Let's see. Then there was Kinky Boots. John Thompson says. Doug Smith says, my wife likes Academy. All right. Revo Day says, in Picard season 3. Even Picard season 3 was all fan service, which I think is great. I think it, wrapped up some stories that they couldn't end. They couldn't finish in TNG, and I mean, it just goes to show that the TNG group was such a good series, right?
Yeah.
The storylines were weird.
They should just give Jonathan Frakes control of the franchise and let him be the director of the whole thing, right? Like the head of Star Trek, I think.
Yeah.
It's like all the episodes that he directs, and he directed a couple of the movies. They're all the better ones. He's good at it. He knows what he's doing. And he's got a love for it, right?
Yeah.
He's got respect
really
for it.
John says, oh my. Doug Smith, no way in hell I'm going to a country concert. Hellfire Freedom Tube here. He says, I have an audiobook on CD of Star Trek Spock versus Q, signed by both actors. It was my mom's, and then she passed. I inherited it. Oh, that's very nice. Very cool.
Spock versus Q. Cool. Okay, so
my little VOC meter says that there's nothing bad in here, but I feel like I'm getting some kind of headache from something. All right, where was I?
Incessant rattling of my dispace sander. Set a course, Mr. Paris. There's coffee in that nebula.
Wonder if I should put a coda on there.
Let's see. John Thompson says Jonathan Frakes was a fellow Penn Stater. Nice. So was Keegan Michael Key. All right. Is that the Key and Peele guys?
He's awesome, man. That guy is so hilarious. They're both hilarious. That Key and Peele is friggin' hilarious. They got some good skits, man. Where did I put me paint? It feels mostly smooth. I'll probably, once I get some paint or primer or whatever on there, I'll be able to see all the little divots. So that'll do, pig. That'll do for now. Let's play with some lights. What do you say? We play with some lights. Okay.
Building a bookcase. We love books. We love books.
We love books. We
John
love
Thompson
nooks.
says, Miss Mad TV, loved it more than SNL. Mad TV was great.
Yes.
Did you remember Kids in the Hall? Was that Canadian?
Yeah.
Wasn't that Canadian?
Yeah. Kids in the Hall.
And wasn't SCTV Canadian as well?
Yep.
I
For
remember
sure.
watching those.
That's where John Candy and Eugene Levy got their start.
Sure.
And so many others. Rick Moranis, Dave Thomas, Bob and Doug McKenzie came from SCTV. And Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall. I actually met him once, but he was on the third episode of Strange New Worlds where they went to the party planet and they were all messed up on the atmosphere, got everybody drunk, and it was all mayhem. He was like the planet concierge. Or whatever you want to call him. All right, this is bugging me. It keeps falling off. I'm going to put a little piece of tape. I'll just have to grab another squidge here. I do have...
He's squidging.
I do have different thicknesses of tape, but this is fun. Making a squidge is an art form. Nice straight squidge right there. I'm just going to temporarily put this down so it doesn't flop around on me. Wrap it around like that. Come on, wrap around, you bloody bastard.
All right. What's next? B, all B's. B. God, my head is really starting to hurt again. B7. Bingo.
Bingo.
Derivo Dave says Pennywise is great and welcome to Derry. I don't know what that is. What is that?
Jerry. I think it's like a prequel show to It. If I am correct on my assessment.
Well, these don't.
Yeah.
These don't stay together at all. These are all going to need gluing.
Cradle. I wonder if it'll work for this one. Oh, it's not going to work for this model. I'll have to try the guitar block. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Look at that. Excellent. Okay, solder. Solder's getting hotter. Solder makes the room hotter. And I'm smelling the flux. But I couldn't.
Tiff says, be right back. Taking some pics of tonight's progress. John says, they all float down here.
They all float down here, Johnny.
What does that mean?
Come and join us,
From
Johnny.
We all float down here
Oh.
in the sewers. And Will says, you sunk my battleship.
Oh, you sunk my battleship.
And Doug says, Bob and Doug McKenzie, eh?
Hey,
God, yeah.
hoser. You freaking hosers.
You remember Bud McKenzie, the Bud Light dog?
Yep.
Spuds McKenzie.
Spuds McKenzie. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Spuds.
Welcome to Derry is set 27 years before the film.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Because the thing comes around every 27 years, right?
Yep. Yes.
When it comes around. When it comes around. What a mess. You freaking disgusting slob, disorganized piece of work. This guy is.
I mean, tell us how you really feel.
Oh, look at that. There's those clear parts I was talking about for the Voyager that I didn't put in because I didn't follow the instructions.
They look like crystalline horse hooves.
How long ago did I work on the Voyager? I'm just finding this on my desk. I need lights.
All right.
Where's me LEDs? There's me
Where's the
LEDs.
floor?
Underneath your feet. Where it should be.
All right, the thing with carpet on it. Where is that? Is it on the back side of this? No.
Right in the backside.
Is it on the back side of that? No. Hello? Where's the floor?
Oh,
It's ridiculous.
on the backside.
Bueller?
There it is.
On the backside. Yeah.
Ay, 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 ay.
All right, Goo Gun, you ready to do your thing?
Oh, that's what I should have bought when I was out in town the other day. Glue gun glue. Got one somewhere. Where is it? Ah. You thought you could avoid being melted down into a viscous, boiling liquid? Think again. In you go. Yeah. Ah, there's still a big chunk in there. I can't put it in yet. Okay. Oh.
All right.
So 2 for my impulse engine. Come on.
Yummy. More spooge. I'm almost used up this whole tube of B7000. I should have eaten something. That's my problem. You know, Rebecca says, don't build angry. Yet here I am. Family Guy doing Das Boot would have been funny. I love Das Boot. I had to watch the movie to make the intro for Ian's U96 build. And it actually wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
I wish I had red LEDs left. Oh well. We donut.
Papel. Oh, they say paper. They don't say paper. They say papper. Popper?
Who says that?
These instructions. It says popper.
Papper.
Papper 9. Put on some Papper 9, will you? All right. I need 20.
What do I need to do?
B10, 11, B12. Bingo! I sunk Will's battleship.
That's all your essential vitamins for the day.
Yeah. Rebecca wants to go watch a scary movie tonight. I think it's the new Insidious, I guess.
Insidious.
Which I had never seen them. So she started watching I think it was the most recent one, the Red City. They made like 7 of them. I've never seen any of them. And so far it doesn't, I'm not really a horror person because my brain doesn't want to process the illogical things that people do in horror movies.
Yeah. I hear you.
And so I have a hard time like going, well, why did they not just run out that door? It's kind of tough to me. I have issues with it.
They are most illogical.
My brain just goes, I don't know why you just did that.
All right, so I'm going to use some of these thingies. Ding, kapatonka.
And we were watching this Insidious Red Door, right? And I'm like, okay. And everything that's scary is happening in their heads. So I'm like, well, it's not even real. I mean, it's just they're just having bad dreams, it seems like. So how is that? I don't understand how that's like horror. Doesn't fit to me. I don't know.
Well, people are easily scared these days. Like the only movie I ever seen that was really actually I thought was scary was Poltergeist is one of them, and The Exorcist. And I don't know, it's just because I saw them when I was a little kid. Like, you know, I was quite young when I saw those movies. Maybe that's why they're so scary, but I've never really seen many movies that I was like, oh, that's scary, or I'm scared. It's usually like, come on, man. Nice try.
Well, I mean, there's so much that's just it's jump scare, you know, it's just loud noise. But we were watching it, and I'm sitting there going, if this music was the circus music, not the dun 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 whoa, you know, this the haunty string kind of vocal breath sounds, things like that. I'm like, if this was the circus music to the same video, it was you
That would be
feel
scary.
Yeah, I mean, no, you wouldn't be scared if it was, you know, just Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood theme song or something stupid. I'm like, the music adds the depth to it. I'm like, if this, you know, and what situation are you going to be in where you're going to have your own soundtrack?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a bad person to go watch a scary movie with. I guess.
Hey, Cam's here. Hey, Cam. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Cameron.
Hey, Cam.
Will says, I get more entertainment watching horror movies, making everyone else watching jump, as I find the movies so boring. Yeah, I hear you. I don't find them scary. A scary movie is one that makes you think about what is actually scary. And Revo Dave says, I love the Friday the 13th. Love Jason. Yeah, like those movies are great. They're entertaining and, you know, horrific and brutal, but as far as I'm concerned, not scary.
You know what the most scary movie for me that I can recall? The Matrix.
Really?
I remember walking
because of the thought, because of the idea of
I walked out of that
what
movie
it
going,
represents.
what if we're batteries?
Yeah, what if we're actually in that?
Yeah, because I've always thought, I mean, long
Perlmutter.
before I ever saw The Matrix, I used to think, I'm like, well, if your brain is electrical signals, couldn't somebody intercept those signals and tell your brain that you're someplace you're not? Or
Yeah,
like if they could just
absolutely.
plug into the base of your brain and all your nerves and optic nerves and senses and everything are just electrical signals. Like if we could figure those out, couldn't they just plug whatever you wanted in your head? You would think you're somewhere, but you're not.
Yeah. Like Total Recall. How he goes on his vacation.
All right. What light is this? Late part and then elongate the light 3 and 4. But you mother effers. Are you kidding me? I hate you people. Why did we
What'd
tape
they
that?
do?
Oh my God. Why did we tape all of this? You stupid assholes.
Oh.
Stupid assholes. Unbelievable.
Stupid asses.
Fucking fucks. Really? All right, well, that's going to have to wait. I am not impressed with that design. They tell you to tape all these wires down like that's where they're going to stay. They lie. That's not where they stay. They have you pull them through much later and drag them into that fireplace. I'm like, you know what? I could just punch a baby right now. Don't punch a baby. Let's see. Oh gosh, I got some chat. Troll 2 is not my favorite. When the girl turns into slime, hated that part. Yeah. Wolf says, I'm still here, but working on my model. That's okay. We expect to be background noise in a lot of cases. So, you know, I imagine people watch this back on demand and they just listen. They don't necessarily watch.
On demand? I demand to watch HTM right now.
Right?
Revo Dave says Jaws scared the hell out of me as a kid.
Oh yeah, Jaws is a scary one because it's potentially realistic, right?
Yep.
It's a natural thing that can.
Oh, it didn't it mess up beaches
this
for a
could
long
happen.
time? Like in
Oh,
real
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Like it had an impact in real life. Like people wouldn't go on the beach anymore for a while.
And John says Julia Louis-Dreyfus in Troll was hot.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus in everything is hot. She's just a hot lady. She gets hotter as she gets older.
And Will says, if we are batteries, when we die, should we be recharged instead of being added to landfill? And
Yeah,
Tiff is
I
back.
just remember watching that movie, walking out of the theater and going, just my mind was just messed up for like the rest of the day.
From Jaws?
No, from Matrix.
Oh.
And none of the other movies hit the same, right? The other, what, 3 they did? It wasn't the same.
I only saw the first one.
I mean, that's all that matters. The rest of them don't matter.
There's a lot of things where I've only seen the first movie of things and never bothered watching the rest. Like Lord of the Rings. No thanks.
Yeah. Pics taken and posted on the other Discord because I don't know where else to post it. In other pics of what? What was she taking pictures of?
Probably
she was working on knee armor.
She's working on. The paint job she did on those little pieces there on a stream today was freaking fantastic.
Oh, the shields.
Man. Yeah. You were there too, Keith? Or are you looking at the pics right now?
I'm looking at the pictures. Pics.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, it could have gone under. Well, what's it to? What are those pieces to?
All right. B26. And then moving on to D. Get out the D. Where's D?
Moving on to the D, yo. Moving on to D.
D8. D9. But this doesn't have the 10, 8, 7. What number is this then? Something's wrong. This is just not right. Where do they want this light to go? All right. I think it's time for me to take some medicine. It's a Full Metal kit, pre-painted, she says, from her build tonight.
Oh,
Thompson
pre-painted.
says Scary Movie was
I thought
great.
she was
Brenda was a
painting it.
riot. They were all funny. This is my good hand. Scary Movie was great because it played on all those tropes. That's what made it so great.
Yeah, and it was meant to be not serious.
Yeah. Captain Charlemagne's here. Hey, Jeff.
Howdy, Jeff.
Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well this Sunday afternoon, evening, morning, Saturday, Monday morning, wherever you are. All right. So supposedly, because this thing is a lie. Lies. Only the red light is supposed to. This tape needs
Lies.
Not yet.
piss me off. Waste all my nice fabric tape, jerkweeds.
And Leo from Denmark is here.
Hey,
hey, Leo.
Hey, Leo.
What would good day in is that Danish? What would Danish be? Denmark. I almost made it to Denmark. I was over in Europe, and my sister insisted that we go to Paris instead. I can tell you right now, that's just some bullshit. Should have stayed in the hotel.
Jeff says, I'm doing good. Just finished recording a couple episodes on my 1/100 scale Zoids blade Liger model. Liger or Tiger?
Liga.
And John's asking, what was the movie with Gene Simmons in drag?
Oh, geez. That I do not know.
Leo says French is overrated. We have cheese and red wine too.
Yeah, no, France was not good. It smelled like pee. The whole city, everywhere we went, just smelled like urine. It was very dirty. The people were mean, and we didn't say anything. Like we purposely kept our mouth shut. And we didn't wear white tennis shoes. We dressed down. We were just trying to blend in, right? So that we wouldn't look so
What,
American.
you can't wear white tennis shoes?
Oh, that's so
What?
American. Yeah, no,
Really?
there's ways that you just people can just tell. It's bad enough that you're looking around at everything as a tourist versus, being also American. But anyway, like we were on their subway system, which their subway system looks like it's from the 30s. It looks like old trolley
Well, it
cars.
probably is.
Yeah. They're it's with, I mean, they might as well have flame headlights, butane torch headlights. But people on the train were mean to each other. Some we were getting off the tram at that right behind. I think it's the Grand Palace, the one that's there's a big museum right behind the Eiffel Tower, and we got off at that station, and some old lady, or I think no, it was an old man, like a grandpa, fell. Because they don't say mind the gap. It's just if you put your foot in the gap, it's your fault. So he fell, and the people just trampled over him. Nobody picked him up. And
Wait, so you're saying French people can be rude? What?
They were very rude.
Not the French.
They were very mean to each other. The place smelled. There was graffiti everywhere. They're trying to, I mean, I guess that happens anywhere you go, but they're trying to hawk garbage, And she wanted to see the Eiffel Tower at night when it lights up and it's all sparkling. And we sit there. First, we went on a Tuesday. Guess what's closed on a Tuesday? All the museums. So we tried to go to the Louvre, closed. We tried to go to the Grand and Petit Palaces, closed. Everything's closed on Tuesday because they clean. We didn't know that because we went on a Tuesday. So we didn't get to go on any of those. We did go to the Trump, the Arc de Triomphe, which was interesting. The biggest roundabout I've ever seen in my entire life, and people drive like maniacs. It has crosswalks, which kills me. You're gonna die. No, it was just gross. And we sat there waiting for the lights to come on. They're supposed to come on at sunset. We sat there staring at the Eiffel Tower for hours. They never came on. We had to leave. We were going to miss the train back because our hotel was in Munich. And we were going to miss the train back that night. And we had to leave. My sister is holding on to the edge of the wall, trying to watch the Eiffel Tower. I'm pulling on her, trying to get her. I'm like, we got to go. She's like, I don't want to see the lights. And the lights never came on. So, you know what? I'll never, and she wanted to see Jim Morrison's grave. That's why we went to Paris. So, and now Rebecca wants to go to Paris, so I might have to do it all again. And from people that have gone recently, I guess it got worse.
And Will's taking off. I'm heading off. Good night, all. Enjoy the rest of the
Good
stream.
night.
Good night, Will.
Take care, buddy.
All right, what we're going to do here is we're going to do this. Because I think the only way this is going to work right is if we temporarily put the wall on here. Okay. Then put the floor in there. And then glue this son of a bitch in place. That's the only way that's going to light up correctly. And that light needs to come through here too. I hate you people. I don't know who designed this thing, but they need to be hung by their toenails.
Ooh. What's Jeff saying here? Jeff says, if I go to Paris, the only place I go is Napoleon's tomb. Outside from that, I'd be going to Verdun and a few other places in France. But Paris, not big on bucket list. No. Same here. Like this isn't Paris, it's Canada, but there is quite an amount of French people around here, and they're notoriously rude and ignorant. It's like, for the most part, French and English don't get along.
Which way do you suppose this goes? I think this goes this way. I'm going to have to box this whole thing in to get this to work right. All for this stupid fireplace. Where's the cap? Is this the cap? It looks like the back. Where's the lid? I'm guessing this is the lid. All right, there's a whole nother side missing. That must be this. What the fudge?
What the fudge? What the fudge?
All for this fireplace, I'm telling you.
Magic.
Yeah.
I turned my cold coffee into hot coffee.
You did
using
magic.
Magic. Yes.
Guy. Gotta be the back.
And then I turned my boring coffee into tasty, delicious coffee. Also, magic.
Let's go this way. Get on there. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Your wishes, Morgana.
All that just so I could glue this fireplace into the right spot.
Whoa, bro. Relax.
Don't do it. If you want to go
When
to
you
it,
want to get to it.
relax. Don't do it when you want to come.
When you want to come.
Mm-hmm.
When you want to come.
Oh, I don't want to do this. What am I doing? Thank God that was D7000. Yeah, just relax. Actually, I'm going to use this.
Actually,
Hey, Donnie.
Donnie.
What up, Donnie?
John says, Jody, you can do magic. You can have anything you desire.
You can do
And I have
magic.
no desires.
You can do anything your heart desires. Magic.
I think Donnie means Todd here. Did become the Book Nook King.
Oh, no. Just trying to figure out what the hell.
Oh, Jeff noticed my name. He said, why the name change? I just noticed it. Just having some fun. That's what they used to call me back in the day. Turginald. It was actually General Turginald J. Nerdlington the third. General. I've retired from the services, so I'm not a general anymore. I'm just Turginald Nerdlington.
All right, I go get some medicine and something to eat.
You said
Alrighty.
half an hour ago you needed something, Todd. You put it on.
I know, but I didn't.
The willpower of this man, powering through the pain. Everyone saying hi to Donnie. Donnie said, stupid autocorrect. I kind of thought you meant Todd there, buddy. John says, I shared the Gene Simmons drag movie in Discord. Yeah, what was that movie, John? I remember hearing about that. I hate Gene Simmons. This guy's such a tool. His hair looks like he's wearing a motorcycle helmet. He's such an arrogant doofus. His band was disco disguised as space metal. He sucks. They're saying hi to Donnie. Everyone saying hi to each other. What a fun bunch of friends we have. Tiffany says, cool book nook, Todd. You bet. John says, never too young to die, Jody. That's right. You got that right. I was born dead. Never too young indeed. I was dead when I was born. I've been cheating that bastard ever since. Leo said, a long time ago, I got so frustrated with an M113 conversion, it went through my living room to the other wall. That was that,
Ooh.
as you say.
I've been there.
Auto-destruct sequence armed.
That was perfect for that.
John said, that was the film. Well, let me see. Where did he say? Oh, the movie was called Drag? I don't know. He says that was the film, and then he's got a little cartoon of a guy drowning on the side there. I'm not sure what that's about.
All right. Now,
Donnie says, hey, I like Kiss. Well, lots of people do. My brother does. My mom did. And all of my ancestors before me.
All right.
see that question from Jeff there for you?
So, where?
That's
So
for you,
is
Jody.
that your NX Miranda Jody or a different type of Starship? Give me 1 second, Jeff, and I'll show you what it is, buddy. Just want to put this light down here. I'm just using these pre-wired string lights for this sausage section on this one. Doesn't have to be fancy. I'm almost out of LEDs. We'll have to get me some more. Ah, come on, get down in there. You know what? Somebody should invent the opposite thing of a freaking heat gun, a cold gun, for when
A
you
cold
want
gun?
your hot, yeah, for when you want your hot glue to dry.
Oh. Yes.
It's called an ice cube, you freaking dork. All right, so Jeff, this is the K7 space station. Yeah, no, I'm not lying. That's the K7 space station. This kit right here. But it's no longer a space station. It's the K7 Starship. Here, let's check this out. Just hooking up the wires here. Oh, look at that. Bling, bling, bling. Just coil that up in there for now. Here's my top part. Yeah, so I took the K7 space station and made it into a Starship. Gonna have to paint that thing red for the impulse. So there we go. So the nacelles are made out of the right. So the arms here, those are my nacelles, and these cone things are my Bussard collectors. And the secondary hull is just this plastic tube I had. So I added some piece. It's not entirely the kit. There's some other parts to it. Made the custom deflector dish there. And there's my top. I filled in these windows because I wasn't happy with the way they turned out. So I'm going to redo those. I didn't want that many windows. There, that's going to be good. I got to paint that red for my impulse engines. Donnie says the K7 class USS Tribble. Tiffany says cold setting on a hairdryer. Hair dryers have a cold setting? Really?
Mm-hmm. Just air.
You know,
They just blow air.
I've never used a hair dryer to dry my hair. And I have like long hair, but it's like thin and it dries within like 5 minutes. My wife is so jealous. She's like, my hair takes an hour and a half to dry. Like if she doesn't use a hair dryer. With me, I come out of the shower and just basically towel it off lightly, and within 5 minutes my hair's dry. I'm a big dry one. Let's see, what did Tiffany also likes Kiss. Saw them live at the Download Festival a few years back. Cool. I like making fun of Kiss because they're ridiculous. John says John Stamos fights Gene Simmons. John Stamos fights Gene Simmons. Stamos and Simmons.
Yeah, you got it.
John Stamos fights Gene Simmons. Jeez, is there hardly any Kahlua in my coffee? Come on. Gene Simmons was also in Runaway. Yes. Leo said it's apparently the USS Fudge, I believe. John said, wasn't there trouble with tribbles? That's right. Skyless too has a song called Pigs, and it's about greedy, wealthy people. And he says Wilburs multiply quicker than tribbles when hunting truffles in fistfuls, but it could be all bells and whistles. Jeff said, isn't that just tube glue put in the freezer for a couple of minutes? Then you get cold glue.
There you go.
What? I'm not going to bring my model to the freezer and put it in the freezer every time I put a drop of glue down from a glue gun. Like Glue Gunnicus Maximus. Wilburs multiply quicker than tribbles. It was all bells and whistles.
Jeff says that's cool, Jody.
Thanks, Jeff. Oh, are you having a good little snuggle there, Bird? Sorry I scared you, buddy. He's hanging out on my shoe. I'm not currently wearing the shoe, but he's sitting there on the shoe having a sleep. Dinner time, come and get it. Ding 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 ding. My HTM cup makes a really great bell.
Yes, they do. All right.
These travel cups we got. Oh yeah, these are great. It's got different tones. If you hit the handle, you get a different sound. Oh,
You know, in headphones, that is rough.
probably. I bet you it is. I didn't even take that into consideration. I apologize.
That was not fun.
You know what? It wasn't great for me listening to it either. Just to be fair. Next time I'll hit it with something softer. Hellsfire Freedom Tube says, who's the one asking if I had a Discord profile? I had one, but had to resign into it to get it going again. Or re-sign into it to get it going again. I also have a group me profile. A group me profile? What's that? That sounds fun. That I could get because my manager at work kept bugging me. Paco, leave him alone, dude. He just wants to snuggle with you.
I don't want to snuggle with him.
I disturbed the bird from the shoe, so he went over to the dog and curled up with him. Paco's like, get out of here. Tiff says,
Get away from me.
Phone users. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Next time I'm going to use this. I will ding it with my donger. Okay, so this guy's gonna go here. That's there. Okay.
What are you doing, Penny? Nobody paying attention to you? She's kind of wandering around like she's looking for attention. Like, will you pay attention to me? No? How about you? Will you?
Yes. Let's do a squeaky chair. I'm gonna have to see if I can get in there with some silicone oil or something. Take care of it. Some deep creep.
Alrighty. We're almost there.
Oh, righty then.
Let's see if we can make this pile of crap go where I want it to go.
John says the tribbles scream repression while the Klingons shake their heads. So this little ship right here is going to kind of fit right into the same aesthetic as my USS Reclamation.
Oh, wow. Oh, yes. I would love foods. Thank you so much. Oh, what is that? You're so the best.
See, I beat baked beans, coleslaw.
Baked beans, chicken, mashed potatoes.
Oh, mashed potatoes.
You got the baked beans right. That was impressive. That was impressive.
Well, the way the chicken is, it could have been pork. It could have gone either way, chicken or pork.
That's right. I need to let the glue dry on this little stupid fireplace anyway.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I need this tape anymore. I've got a couple options for my bridge on this. I have an Excelsior.
Rush doing Star Trek.
Rush doing Star Trek?
Rush the band?
Doing what? The Star Trek theme music?
Mm-hmm.
My little containers of junk and stuff. Where's my junk and stuff? Oh, you know what? It's probably in this box. Yes.
I'll be right back. Gotta wash my hands.
Uh-huh. Sure you do.
Don't forget to take your microphone with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have it on. I'll make sure I mute though.
Aw, you're no fun. Oh, where'd that little thing go? Oh, dang it. I gotta... It looks like the Excelsior bridge fit right in there. They get two choices, but I did have another little...
Make sure you shake it, Keith. There you go.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
So this interesting little tidbit. This is from some kind of pen cap, but look, it's got a cool shape and it's kind of clear. And if I stick this around right on there, that would make sort of a nifty little looking bridge module, don't you think?
Oh, these are garlic
So we
mashed.
got
They are
that.
good, John.
There's option 1.
I will admit it's better than eating a bunch of, McDonald's and Jack in the Box and
In the box.
I mean, when I was living with Aaron, I was eating so much fast food, it was ridiculous. But her grandmother liked to cook, taught her how to cook. She's like, it'd be such a waste of money. I'll just cook. I'm like, okay.
Oh, cooking is great. There's not a lot of things I'm good at cooking. The very few things that I can do really, really well. And my wife really enjoys the limited amount of things that I'm good at making. But my wife went to chef school. She took chef training for a couple of years, and she's been working in restaurants and stuff for like her whole life.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Mm-hmm. So she's an exceptionally good cook and chef. Like I know for Wonderfest, she just made cookies and sweets and baked goods and stuff, but there's so many other things. Like lasagna. Oh my God. Mary makes such a good freaking lasagna.
Oh, yeah.
She makes her own noodles too, like from scratch.
Really?
For the lasagna. Yeah, for the lasagna. And sometimes for other pastas too. Like she makes pierogies from scratch. She makes like egg noodles, and she makes, spaghetti noodle, or not spaghetti, but like fettuccine, like flat noodles, stuff like that. And for lasagna, she makes the noodles from scratch for dough. And the same for like, well, we call it a chicken pot pie, but it's not a pie. It's more like a real thick stew in a pot with square, like homemade noodles. My mom used to make it, and Mary made a point of it to get my mom to teach her how to make it. But she makes like flat noodles and then cuts them into like, 1.5 inch sort of squares. And then that goes into the chicken stew, and it's got like a really thick, creamy broth to it. It's so freaking good. We call it chicken pot pie because it's got the dough you use is similar to a pie crust.
Right. Tiffany says,
John
ooh,
says,
but I don't know what to.
Probably something I said. Sorry, Tiffany.
We have a couple barbecue places here that are pretty good. Like Little Miss Barbecue is probably number one. It is very good barbecue. But we just got a Mission Barbecue here, and that makes me extremely happy.
That's the one you got in Louisville, right?
Right. Yep.
At Wonderfest? Is that what you guys went and picked up?
Yep.
That was fine. I think that's the only time I ever had like barbecue stuff from like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like whenever we have barbecue stuff here, someone's having a pig roast or they got ribs on the grill or something like that. Like I've never been to a restaurant and got like barbecue anything ever.
Right.
Not that there isn't any barbecue places around here, but it's not as popular as it is in the US.
Well, I mean, it all comes, out of the South or
Yeah. Actually, Mary
Texas,
went to one on her way
Louisiana.
home. Last weekend, Mary went to that Airbnb with her friends for a night. And then on the way home, there's like a new place sort of down south, but it's a couple hours drive away from here. It's like a barbecue pit place where they have smokers and slow cooked stuff and ribs and brisket and shit like that.
I'll be damned. I got that in there.
Russ is here. Hey, Russ. Good evening to Russ. Oh, the comment scrolled as I clicked it. There we go. Good evening to Russ at Cosmic Quest Hobbies. How's it going, my friend? Tiffany said hi. John says mesquite barbecue. Oh, I really like that. There's chips. We get these chips and they're mesquite barbecue flavor. They're so good. Crisps for anyone. Will and Tiff crisps. Yeah, they're really good. I enjoy that. John says ribs. Jeff says I got another Excelsior class build idea. Gotta wait for the new Excelsior to come in. Well, that's what I got right here. So I got a couple of bridge options, and they look like they'll fit right in there. These are the two bridges that, whoops. These are the two they give you with the Excelsior. And also this little marker cap thing I got. And I'm going to ask the viewers and we'll do a quick poll.
A poll? What are you going to poll on?
I'm just going to ask which bridge I should use on this model. I'm just getting rid of the flash or whatever, the mount from the sprue thing. Off of this piece. Okay, so we have this Excelsior bridge, and if there's a little pin on the bottom, gotta get rid of that. It's not going to sit flat with that in the way.
Let's see. Russ says hi.
Fits nicely in there.
Worker B, some shrimp, strawberry, and barbecue. Hey, for real though. Hey, Worker B.
Welcome back.
Yep, he's been here before. Again. Good to see him.
All right, so we'll get that one for a bridge. And oh, no, stupid little pin. We have this one. This is the one I went with when I made my Excelsior model. Just, I find it's a more interesting bridge. A little bit more to it. So there's that, and then there's this one that kind of looks more sort of TOS-age. It's just a top from a marker cap. But it kind of looks like it should be there. Let's see. Jeff says, Jody, I am supervised. You have not built a bridge display to go with one of your starships. Give everyone an idea about what the bridge for that ship looks like. That's kind of a cool idea, Jeff. I never really think too much about what's on the inside. I've done a couple drawings where I've designed like my version of a runabout. It's like a little bit larger version of a runabout, and it has more of a bridge rather than a cockpit. And I kind of drew up a little design of the bridge for that. But I haven't really done any dioramas. I do have the kit. I do have this kit for the TOS bridge. Right here, we'll get to this guy here someday. Have that. One of you guys, I think it was Howard, one of you guys sent it to me. So I'm going to build that someday, but I don't know what I'm gonna do to any mods to it. John said sauce makes the ribs. Do you like ribs without sauce? Sauce makes the ribs, but they also got to be the right kind of ribs. I don't like pork ribs. Gross. I like beef ribs, but not pork ribs. Russ says I like the second one better. A Jody. A Jody. Hey, I like the second one better. A Jody. So that would have been this one from the Excelsior. Right there. That'd be this one, Russ.
Did Keith remember to turn his mic back on?
Keith?
No, I didn't turn it back on. I wasn't talking either.
You weren't talking?
Nope.
Well, at least we can count on that.
Yeah, right. You can't tell if he's talking or his mic works or not because he never says anything.
Well, you can tell he might be talking because he'll be doing this with his fingers here once in a while.
Oh, he'll be gesticulating?
Gesticulating. Surely you gesticulate. Russ is confirming. Yepper. So you think that's the more interesting bridge? I can use this would be nicer if it was a little bigger. I'd like for this, if this was larger, I would use it. Maybe I can use this on a smaller model. Donnie said,
shocker. Shocker. Yep.
He wasn't talking.
I know, right?
All right, well, we'll go with this one. Go with this one, Russ. Crap on the bottom. I got to clean that off. When I did my Excelsior model, I got 3 windows in that little back part of the bridge where there'd be like a lounge. I managed to drill 3 tiny windows in it. Donnie said, I think the pen cap looks better on the round saucer. I like it better too, Donnie, but it's a little small. I think if it was bigger, I'd go with this one. Because it looks kind of TOS era. There's that part that juts out at the back, right? Like you'd have a little where the turbo lift thing would be. And from the side, it looks like that. It's like a little dome. Jeff saying the same thing. Pen cap thing looks better.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it's too small looking? Because with it being this small, it kind of, well, actually, this bridge would be way smaller if you actually think about the dimensions of what we're looking at right here. This bridge would be way, way smaller, and it would scale the ship up big time and make it bigger than what I'd like it to be. Really. So this one kind of makes it a little too small. And then this one here doesn't have a lot of definition to it. So you can just imagine that the inside of that is as big as that dome or smaller than that dome, right? It could be a bridge with a bunch of rooms around it, or it could be just that's the bridge right there in that dome. That scales the ship down, so it makes it smaller. This one kind of gives you an in-between version. John says, bridge envy, Freudian Star Trek. Donnie said, put some little greeblies around it. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, Donnie. What would I do? I don't know. I bet you I can find a little decal from my junk decals that'll go around that. I'm pretty sure I got some little round decals.
Not decals?
not decals, decals. I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go with that. It's clear, so it's easier to light. I don't have to drill any holes in it. Speaking of smaller models, though, where have I put you? Aha! Check that out. A little show and tell, a little preview, a little sneak peek. I'm about halfway through the editing process of my video for this one, the next one in the lineup. This guy out of whoa! There it goes. We've been hit. We lost the whole top of our saucer section, sir. So this is my Shenzhou. And so I got my thing where I'm going to put my impulse crystal. And I think that looks pretty cool. It looks like it's mounted on like a little ring. Well, it actually is. So what I did was I put a clear piece on the bottom, and then I took this little like a cylinder from a piece of a sprue. So it's just a chunk of a sprue right there, and the little sprue chunk is mounted onto a clear piece of plastic, and then the little blue crystal is going to go right in the center where it's burning your eyeballs out. And then the outside's going to be like just a lit ring like that. And then I'm going to put like a dome over it. And you can see the bridge. I've relocated the bridge and moved it backwards. You can see where that was. So then I added those are windows there. And then I carved out all that front stuff. So I'm going to add like a feature there, some kind of deflector feature. Right there, and I added the little piece of the Grissom on there, the little secondary hull from the USS Grissom. Added a little deflector to it.
How well?
And there's where I'm at. Oh yeah, I got some windows. Got some windows on the side, and I'm gonna carve all the panel lines. I'm going to etch them.
Any of my nippers, clippers, cutters, anything? Bueller? Anyone? No.
Some little greeblies on it. Bridge Envy. USS Getty Lee or Neil Peart.
Yeah. See?
Exit space dock left. Jeff says, I mean, put it with TOS Galaxy, kind of fit with a TOS bridge for an awesome variant of the TOS. That's a good idea, Jeff, with the bridge kit. Make it the TOS Galaxy bridge. That's a great idea. Just a few changes, make it a little more maybe sleek and slightly upgraded. That's a good idea, Jeff. Thanks, Captain Charlemagne.
Good idea.
Yeah.
If anybody can do it, it's going to be you.
I don't know. All right. I still need, if anyone, I know there's nothing, there's not really a lot out there that shows you what's inside the neck of the original Enterprise. There's some guesses made at it. There's some rudimentary plans in like some of those published things like FASA manuals or whatever.
Sure.
But the 350 scale Enterprise comes with 2 different necks because the windows are slightly different. So what I want to do with the extra one is like a diorama of it open like a book, and then with all the decks inside with whatever's in the neck, right? You could have the turbo lift running up part of it, and you could have a few decks in there and have, you know, whatever. I'm just trying to figure out what would be in there. And everything I've seen, there's like conflicting ideas of what's in the neck, right? But it's big enough that you could make like a little diorama of it, so it's like open like a book and you can see inside there. I think that would be pretty cool. And I also have to figure out how to go about the plan for making the Enterprise in the middle of being refit, possibly even with the space dock thing around it. I'd have to get one of you guys to 3D print the space dock thing for me. But I have the original and I have the refit at the same scale, and I think that would be a cool little model. The Enterprise halfway through the process of being refit.
That could be good. Yeah.
You know, you could have one new nacelle on there.
Sure.
The old one being taken away by like those little robots. You could have the new deflector on lit up, and you could see the old one. You could have some old panels on the saucer and some new panels, just showing the difference.
Sure. Jeff says the pen cap fits if you make it where the ship is really big. The smaller bridge makes for a smaller target. John Thompson says John B. Sicking was a cool captain of Excelsior. I guess he lost command to Sulu. What is trans warp drive? Question mark.
Hey, Jody,
All right, I guess
from Matt Cushman. Is that the guy who just released the big
Yes.
posters that you can buy? He was on there with Adam Savage. I've seen that one that was advertised on there. I haven't really seen any other ones.
And I mean, he worked with a bunch of people, but there's just places where you're just like, I guessed.
Well, yeah, of course. You have to make stuff up.
Yeah. And of course, he hit a bunch of Easter eggs and stuff in it. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
And Ron's here.
Hey, Ron.
Howdy, Ron.
Painter. How's it going, buddy? Hope you had a good night last night. I hope you're feeling okay this morning. Ron rolled into my stream last night saying that he was out partying. He was having a great time. His wife had to drag him into the house. So awesome.
Sounds like a good
feeling
night
good today. Yeah, man. Hope you're feeling good today. All right, let's get our ship back in the picture. Sitting there looking at my ugly work mat. Look at my K7 space station, Ron. Where'd the top of the sausage section end up? There it is. It fell on the floor behind my chair. There we go. So I was just figuring out which bridge to use. And wouldn't you know it, I've lost the one I decided to use. Where did I put it? Dang it, did I drop it with the top? I did. It fell with the top. That's why. There it is. There it is. So we got a homemade bridge, right? Well, we got a homemade ship. Half the ship is scratch built. Half the ship is a kit bash.
This is a terrible picture.
Oh, are you looking at that picture of me on Discord that I posted
No.
a few minutes ago?
This stupid instructions are unclear at best.
Oh, Ron says, hey, I'm great. Milkshake was amazing. Right on. All the boys showed up at the yard. Sweet. John says, trans warp drive is supposed to be faster than warp. Makes sense. Well, it's not faster than warp. It warps space in a different way. It creates a conduit. Kind of more like hyperspace in Star Wars.
Hello? Yes, I would love the rest of your Coke.
In Star Wars, the
No,
ships
that was
don't travel
excellent.
fast. They travel
Like better than excellent.
less. Is that a good way to put it, Todd?
Well, they bend space.
Yes, they don't travel fast. They travel less. So when
Yeah, they
Han
actually
Solo
travel
says
less.
my
They
ship did
basically
the
they
Kessel
pull the
run
pieces
in-
together and you just go.
Yeah,
At least that's the idea, right?
but when he says the Millennium Falcon did the Kessel run in 12 parsecs or whatever, parsecs isn't a measure of time; it's a measure of distance.
Right. Yeah, they didn't. That yeah, it was 1979, man.
Oh yeah, but this is the way I like to think of it. It's a measure of distance, and he's altering that distance. All right, so the hyperdrive, sort of like the warp drive, it bends the space and time. It compresses space in front of you and expands the space behind you. Okay, so I'm going to need a hole in the top of the sausage section. Yeah, baby. Right in the middle. That's big enough for a light or a wire. And it's almost right in the center, too. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. All right, I think one LED
Is the
ring.
loneliest number.
If you're an LED, I think I gotta expand that just a tad. Just a tad.
I need to know what this thing is. I knew it. There's gonna be more shit. Excuse me.
All right, we're gonna use the round file here. We're gonna get this to fit in.
All right, let's see what kind of cockamamie bullshit they want with this particular little tiny thing.
Tiffany said, "Oh, great! Now that song is stuck in my head."
One is the loneliest number.
You love it fine. Two can be as bad as one, but one is the loneliest number. Number one. The Richard Cheese version of that song.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, John. I'm glad to see you're doing a 96 again. So you posted the next set of instructions. Well, technically, I took those pictures a year ago, and I forgot to post them. I didn't realize I had them. So I had enough to post another set of, pictures. So I did. How is this supposed to work?
My glue come out.
That fits like that. What cockamamie bowl is this?
What the hell kind of deep fried American bullshit is this?
Oh, I see what you're trying to do, you little fuckwads.
Oh.
Yeah, you heard me. The fuckwads.
Oh, the dreaded fuckwads.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Fuckwad.
Lord Fuckwad. He could totally be Lord Fuckwad.
I am Lord Fuckwad. Bring the princess to me.
Maybe that's what they were really meaning when they said that.
Well, I think they did. I think they did that on purpose because he's a fuckwad. And John Lithgow is one of my favorite actors. He's the best. Third Rock from the Sun was such a stupid show, and he just ate up the whole scenery. He just chewed it. He was so hammy and outrageous. It was hilarious. I thought that show was so funny. There we go. Look at that right there. Look at that right there. So I like Donnie's idea of putting some greeblies around it. So I'm going to trace that shape.
How are we going to do this, Todd?
I'm going to get a piece of two-way. Where's my two-way? Oh, come on, man. Where's my two-sided tape? I think that should be one of those drink things. Jody can't find his shit. All right, I'm gonna
that goes for any of us, so
that's true,
right?
But most of you guys are pretty organized.
No, we only appear that way.
Only appear that way. So now I'm going to cut around this and cut it out. Cut it out. So I want to trace this on my surface of my model there. But I don't want it to move around, slip and slide. So we'll use the two-sided tape, make a little hole here because I do have that light now. That ought to do it. All right, now I'll try and get this centered and exactly where I want it to be. He's making an attempt. I think he's got it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now we trace it with the blade. Oh, bird.
It's on beach.
This might be the hardest thing I have ever built in a wooden part, like one of these book nooks.
What is it?
I have no idea what the actual thing is either.
Oh.
It's going to be something with some kind of crank on it. I know that. That's all I can tell you.
A cranky pants?
Yeah, something.
Crank anchor.
Crank anchor.
That was another good show.
Alex says, so Todd, I'm glad to see you're doing U96 again. I saw you posted the next set of instructions on your website.
Oh yeah, he already
Missed
did
that
that.
one earlier. Jeff said Transwarp was supposed to make it faster to get from one place to another quicker. Yeah, because it bends space in a different way. John said, I saw the most serious John Lithgow in The Day After. The Day After was scary. Yeah, John Lithgow can play comedy, can play scary, he can play serious. He's good. He's just good. What was that show? Oh, it's a show called The Old Man. Anybody see that? It's got freaking what is it? James Brolin and John Lithgow? Or who was it?
Was it an old man for something country or something?
No. It's a series. There's like 2 or 3 seasons of it. It's called The Old Man. So the one guy is in the like their former CIA or whatever. They're super spies or something, right?
Of course they are.
And one guy is the old man, and one guy is John Lithgow, who used to be the boss, like he's still the boss, but the other guy's out of the service and he's trying to be anonymous and hide. Really good show. Really good show. I can't remember where I watched it. One of those streaming things. Just look for it. It's called The Old Man. I think it was FX. I think it's an FX show. All right, I need a flat piece of plastic.
All right, so this is what it is, but I have no idea what this is.
That's for a
And it was
well.
getting these crossbars in there.
I bet
They're
you there's
really-
a well.
It feels like a well or maybe a crank for a big dungeon door, you know, like a portcullis.
Oh, yeah.
So, not sure what it is, but yeah.
No, it's the stretching rack.
Yeah. I need to get one of those.
For the torture chamber.
Oh, no, I don't need to torture anyone. I need a stretching rack for stretching things.
Someone say stretching rack, Tiffany says.
Mhm.
Maybe. I mean, nothing worse than stretching your rack, you know?
Stretching your rack.
Mm-hmm.
Trent says it looks like Godzilla. Yeah, maybe.
Godzilla.
Godzilla is made of styrene. Run! But why? It's just styrene. Run anyway. It looks dramatic and scary. Get out there. Come in. I said come in. Alrighty, there we go. We got a nice little. That goes in there. So now I need this. Is this going to be the hard part? Why didn't I do this part first? I'm such a stupid sometimes. Now I need a piece of tape. Not a squidge this time. I'm going to get the whole width of it. We're going to put that on there. Where's my antler thing?
John says, tell me, how did you make this feel? And be honest, how did this make you feel? This is for posterity. Jody's piece of styrene looks like Godzilla. Trent's here. You're about to
Trent's
say
been here for a long time.
Well, somebody said hi to him.
Beginning.
Alex says, I was about to say, Todd, you were about to say wooden kit. I was remind you that you still have the rocket and the U-Gears Falcon. The U-Gears Falcon done. Done and dusted, my friend.
Done like dinner. Aha, there you are. I found you. This is one of my favorite tools right here. Rub down the tape. Oh, dog, Jody. Jody dog. Different blade.
Doug said, my John Thompson says his mind went to the Princess Bride. Rodents of unusual sizes. ROUSs.
Rodents of an unusual size. Rodents of an unusual size. We are rodents of unusual size.
Who are we? Rodents of unusual size.
We'll poo-poo on your pillow and we'll chew out your eyes.
That sounds like that would be the worst.
Rodents of an unusual size.
Okay, that's done. That's done. That what goes in that hole? Hmm. Hmm. All right, nothing else goes over there. Oh shit! I'm not gonna do it. Screw it.
Screw it. Screw it.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. All right. Those pieces are in. Now what?
Those other pieces now.
I know it's nothing but pieces. All you do is just pick up the pieces and pieces and pieces. You just need more pieces. All you do, boo-boo, is pieces. Just pieces on pieces, boo-boo.
Pieces be with you, my brother. Pieces be with you.
Oh no. Good thing I didn't throw that too far away.
Was one of those rodents training 4 turtles? My Master Splinter. Oh, Master Splinter. I'm going to have to try to find the photos that I have from 1990 when I went to spend the entire summer at my buddy's uncle's place to paint Ninja Turtle wall murals for his kid's bedroom. So,
No kidding.
like, the entire bedroom, yeah, all 4 walls in the bedroom painted Ninja Turtles. So the main one was like the main scene on the largest wall was like the turtles busting through like a brick wall, right? So it was brick background, big hole in the wall, all the turtles doing their various poses. And then one of the other walls had the guy with the mask, Casey Jones, and then the rabbit guy. And what was the other one? The dude with the brain, Krang. Or no, sorry, not the brain guy. I didn't do him. I did Shredder, and I did the rabbit guy and the guy with the hockey mask on the other walls. And then,
Do you have pictures of that? I want to see that.
I have some photos. Yeah, I have to find them and, like, I guess take a photo of them or whatever and digitize them.
Yeah.
I don't have many because it was 1990 and we didn't have phones and we didn't have cameras and shit back then, right? The only reason I have photos is because someone took photos and freaking mailed them to me.
Really?
Like a couple of years, yeah, like a couple of years after I did it. Tweet bird. Yeah, Tori's getting restless now. Oh, because mommy's home. He hears you coming down the hall, right? Like we'll be coming home and it's quiet, and then you get around the corner. Our hallway has a corner. You get to the corner and he hears us. If we're talking or walking, he'll start tweeting and freaking out. He hears our voices or he hears us coming, and he gets excited. That's why he was quiet the whole time until now. So he heard Mary coming down the hall. I'll be right back. It's my turn to go wash my hands. And I'll be back.
I think Todd took a break too. So
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see any movement.
No, I'm trying to find a part. What do we got? Got that counter again. Was one of those rodents training for turtles? Yes. Rodents, yes. Alex says, knit. Is that the Nickelodeon song? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, Nickelodeon. Honda Nickelodeon. Honda Ricky Tiki Ho, living number no one, Nickelodeon. You remember.
I'm never big into Nickelodeon, but then again, I'm all.
You shut your dirty mouth. probably had to live on Nickelodeon when I was a kid.
Oh, I just tasted the spaghetti sauce.
And
Fantastic. It's fabulous. It's
are you having
wonderful.
visions?
No. I'm having emissions.
Oh, it's not, you're not ready for that. We're not ready for that.
What's nerd alert? It says nerd alert? What's nerd alert? What are we nerd alerting to?
Oh, probably Nickelodeon song.
Alex saying Jody. No, I muted my mic, Alec. Todd probably just played the sound effect when I went to the bathroom.
I did not.
Nope.
I didn't
muted
know
my mic. Yeah. Okay. What did I say to my wife then before I went? Huh? If I wasn't muted.
I like your sauce.
No, I tasted the sauce afterwards, after my hands
Oh.
were washed.
I'm gonna like your sauce.
And Mary fed it to me anyways, so I didn't touch anything.
Let's see. John says he remembers those. Yeah. Nerd alert. Shut up, Tiffany. Doug says, when I was a kid, we had Sesame Street. We liked it. We loved it. Yes.
We liked it fine.
Two Nickelodeons.
Nothing's ever gonna top for me. My favorite thing ever on Sesame Street that they did play once in a while was that song and that pinball machine.
I remember
1, 2,
that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you're like, that was so cool, man. You're inside the pinball machine and you're going on that journey with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah. 1, 2. The music was like really funky and groovy. Maybe that's why I like funking that to this day.
I remember.
So groovy. And remember the music in the old Spider-Man show? That was so great.
I do not. John Thompson says, when you remember Mr. Wizard's World, I do. Standby lights, camera, action with Leonard Nimoy. I also remember that. Mr. Wizard. I liked Mr. Wizard. That was great. You can't do that on television, of course. The slime.
I don't know if, well, where I lived anyways, we didn't get Mr. Wizard. It's not something I saw. But we did get You Can't Do That on Television. That was a Canadian show. So Donnie was saying Greeblies around this. So this is my idea. I'm going to cut this little plate and then I'm going to try to make some fancy holes in it.
I feel like this should fit in there.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. Mm. No, get in there. All right, maybe not. But you know what? I feel like we're going to make it fit.
John says, Les Lai played several characters. Who was your favorite on You Can't Do That on Television? I like the guy in the diner, Barth, the girl chef, and the general that always had them at the firing squad. They always had them up for execution, and they would always pull the wool over his eyes and get away somehow. That was funny. As if they did skits like that on a kids show where they had them in front of a firing squad. And occasionally the general guy that had them there would be the one getting shot. how things have changed.
Where are my scissors? Because I'm gonna do this different. Different.
They're at the scissors section. Doug's questioning the scissors section.
Yes.
Yes, Doug, it's the section where you store your scissors. There's several videos online that can educate you about how to store your scissors. Just do a Google search for scissor systems or just plain old scissoring. You'll find something useful to help you out.
I bet you will. Should definitely look up scissoring.
Yeah. John says, I heard that. Doug says, I think not. It looks like Tiffany's
He knows what's good for him.
Tiffany's LOLing.
Trust us, Doug.
Yeah, Doug. And if you're into barbecue and you like doing like rotisseries, there's a lot of good rotisserie ideas and recipes on a website called meatspin.com.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Go check out meatspin.com if you want rotisserie.
You want to see two ladies
recipes.
sharing an ice cream cone?
No, it's not that.
No.
It's for rotisseries for your barbecue.
Yeah, but 2 girls, 1 cup. Just ice cream cone. Right?
That's different. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not ice cream. That's dessert.
Oh, God.
Doug says, I'm old, not naive. John says, who do you think is in the burgers? John, do you know that song? Do you listen to that? There's a song called What Do You Think Is in the Burgers by these 2 guys. And they're like, what do you think is in the burgers? Mystery meats from different merchants, cats and dogs and missing persons. Stuff like that, yeah. And they go on and on about what could possibly be in the burgers. If you're thinking of the same song, John, that would be amazing because Aesop Rock is such an obscure artist that no one's ever heard of. He's not famous at all, but I think he's the most talented, insanely intelligent freaking MC that there is ever. He blows everybody away.
Yeah, he just blows them away. Blow.
He just blows them.
Yeah. Away.
Come on,
3 spike
Stan.
railroads here.
Watch me blow these guys away.
3
Howdy,
spike. How's it
Spike.
going? How you doing? Nice to see you back. I remember when that person first showed up, Todd's like, I love that name. Todd's way into trains. And Howard's here too. Hi, you happy modelers. I'm on my way home, sort of. But I'm still working, sort of. So I might be home before you guys end the stream. Cool, Howard. If you can join us, pop on in. Hopping on
Howdy,
up.
Howard.
3 Spikes Railroad says, I'm procrastinating a lot. John says, I got to listen to that. You know what, John? I'll throw you a link in Discord. I don't know. If you don't like hip hop, I'm not even going to bother. But if you do, I'll send you a link. Because when you say hip hop, people think of the shit you see on TV and on the radio, and that's not even close to the real deal. That's garbage.
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 It's total
Garbage.
garbage.
It's garbage.
Tiffany says, me to 3 spikes. I'm supposed to be sleeping, but I'm here instead. Yeah, last night it was pretty late, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting tired. I'm gonna have a snack and go to bed. I ended up staying up and watching the whole rest of the stream anyways. Hi, Howard. John says Alanis Morissette and Clee Scott had careers beyond. You can't do that on television. That's right. Yeah, they sure did. Alanis Morissette. Freedom 250. So 3 Spikes Railroad was watching the IndyCar racing, the Freedom 250.
Oh, excellent.
They have one in Toronto that lots of people go to, the Molson Indy. They race through the city and stuff. It's pretty cool. They shut down like half the city. It was a pooper at the end. Yeah, it's usually where a pooper is. I don't know if this is going to work. This might be a waste of time, as half the things I do are. But that's how you learn stuff. You learn what doesn't work by trying it. Same way you learn what feels good. Doug said the Idiocracy race. That's one of my favorite movies. Idiocracy is such a good movie.
Ow, my balls.
Ow, my balls. I was watching Ow, my balls, and this guy burst into my place. You're my lawyer? Oh, my God.
Brondo, it's got what plants crave.
Yeah. It's got electrolytes. This guy says we should put water. You mean like what you shower with? Or no, they weren't even showering with water. They're showering with Brondo. What were they using water for? Hardly anything. I think just the toilets.
Unscannable. He's unscannable. That is today's world, unfortunately.
It's getting there, yeah.
All right. Ba-dum, bum.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, brainwave. Hold on. Rummaging, rummaging, searching. Huh? All right, change of plans. We're going to put a piece of this stuff down there. Need more tape, better tape this time.
Instructions unclear. You know, I've never paid attention. Does B7000 harden like super glue, or does it always stay a little soft?
I think it stays a little soft.
That's what I thought too. You know, it's not like the hard crystalline, you know, CA.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's more along the lines of rubber cement.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. John Thompson, Cheech and Chong doing Dragnet. Cheech and Chong on Star Trek. Hey, man, this is a groovy trip. Mm-hmm. Enterprise Lowrider. Doug Smith says, I had to postpone building a kit because I don't have a sonic knife. You guys must know what's the best for very delicate parts. Well, Sonic Saber isn't the most... It's effective, but I wouldn't say it's the most, like... What's the word I'm looking for, guys?
Man, right here.
Yeah. I mean, for very delicate and very precise work, maybe that's what I mean. It's not super precise, the Sonic Saber. It's very effective. Great for cutting like supports off of 3D prints and resin. And...
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty proficient with it. Now, maybe these scissors aren't going to do it. I'm going to need something a little stronger than that. I'm going to have to use this guy right here. All right, I don't want to do this on my desk because it's metal. I'll get little metal dust everywhere. So I'm going to go and cut this over there. I'm going to cut a circle out of this, and I'm going to put it in there. And that's going to be my fancy detail. Bye.
See you in a bit. Let's see, Howard. Hi, Howard. Howard says, Tron, the 7000 will make paper stick to itself. You'll never get it apart. It's not like Elmer's glue. Yeah, I know it's more than Elmer. It's not a white glue, but it's also more than just like normal Elmer's rubber cement too. So.
Alrighty, all right. I haven't tried the display cutter. Have you, Todd?
The display like battery cutter?
I think so. Doug's asking.
I haven't tried any cutter. I probably have it, but I haven't tried it yet. It's not ultrasonic though. It's just a cutter, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I'm looking it up.
That's the sander. That's a grinder. I have both the Hodos, the sander, and the drill. Yeah, I don't even know if I have the display cutter.
I see. All I see is Hans ultra or this spade does not make a sonic or ultrasonic cutter.
Well, there you go. And now you know. And knowing's half the battle.
That wasn't working.
I've heard. I think Howard has the Hans Boost cutter.
Hans Boost?
And I believe that's the one he has. And I believe
have the Franz Boost.
I believe Howard likes the Hans Boost, and I believe that's the one he got. So, all right. Well, I'm at a stopping point.
Uh-oh, we calling it?
For me, I am, yes.
Well, since we didn't get anybody else to join us, it's also a good stopping point for me because I was going to have to go in about 15 minutes anyway.
All right.
Fair enough.
You want to go run around and show what everybody got done?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to clean up some stuff so it's not just laying around. And it'll be less work I have to do to set up for Tuesday. So, Jody, you ready to go around and see what we all did?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll big you here. You be up. What'd you get done?
Well, I was trying to cut some of this, but it turned out to be tougher than I thought. So I'm gonna I have some metal shears. I just got to dig them out. I'll cut that out with metal shears. That circle's gonna go there, and then we'll see the little pattern of holes around the bridge, sort of something like that, right?
Cool.
We'll try it out. We'll see how it looks. So I got all my got that all filled in. Feels pretty smooth. I'll probably have to do more sanding after I get primer and that to fill it perfectly, but that's not bad. We got that. We got a light installed there for that. It's gonna be like that. Something like that. You know
good,
what?
Jody.
Good idea. I could probably put this probably put a piece of this on the impulse engine here, maybe behind it.
Ooh, yeah.
Make a groovy shadow. Here's the rest of the ship. So I got all these lights put in for the sausage section. Let's turn it on. Let's take a look. There. Where's the other wire? Here it is.
Widen your camera shot a little bit or pull the ship down. Yeah. There you go.
Just, brighten that up. There we go. This guy gonna go on here. That light's not wired yet, but there. So we'll get that. And just sort of temporarily held in place. Again, last weekend I managed to get these nacelles flipped around the proper direction, which is much better. Got the lights in the correct places.
Looking good.
It's going to be painted red. I think I'm going to use a piece of this grill stuff behind it. That'll probably be cool. I got a lot of it.
Real good.
Some old, yeah, from some old.
Give it a different
speakers,
look,
right? Yeah. I might make a hole here and put like a light above the shuttle bay door. I'm not sure yet. It's gonna be hard to get one in there because I got to do it from this end. But it'll be a fun challenge. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna redo my windows. I'm not gonna have this many windows. A lot less of them. Maybe make them bigger. I'll try to make some rectangular shaped, pleasing looking windows. Wasn't happy with those ones.
That's
looking
good,
Jody. Thank you, sir.
Very nice work. Well, I will go next. Todd looks like he's still busy.
I'm just trying to finish up this piece and then I'm done.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I will go. Pretty much all I did. I got a piece under here. This is all the photo etch for the
That's so cool.
shuttle bay, cargo bay for the NX01 from Polar Lights. And I put the decals from HDA Model Works over the photo etch. So that saves me from having to do a bunch of painting.
That looks awesome, man.
And
That's
actually,
pretty
some
nice.
of these are clear, so lights will shine through. Like I
Yeah.
believe the screen back here's got, there's no photo etch behind it.
Yeah.
So you'll see something right above my pinky here.
And probably the ceiling too.
Oh yeah, the ceiling's got clear, and also behind the like computers things
Awesome.
here at the
That's
bottom.
cool.
So
Yeah.
and then but I've got the some Mark Fit Super Strong sitting on there right now. Just gonna let those naturally dry to so the decals suck into the details better.
Yeah, yeah. Nice
But
job,
that's-
Keith. They look great.
Thank you. But that's all I got done tonight. So if Todd's ready, we can do Todd.
I'm ready enough, I suppose. Yeah. So,
Poke your
oh my
finger.
god, I can't get it in the hole. Hold on. So this is what I was doing. This is what I was struggling with before. So this is the left side, but we got the fireplace in, and I had to get this wiring all the way up to the top of this because there's a light that sits in here.
Oh,
There's
cool.
an LED down in there. And so I had to take all this apart because I taped all the wiring up on the back for not expecting it to do that. And then I pre-wired the LED. This entire fireplace is supposed to be on the floor right here, but you can't do that if you're trying to get the light in here. There's a little red light in here
Yeah.
to light this firebox up. I'm like, that's stupid. All my chains fell off, so I have to redo all my chains, all the chains for my drawbridges. So I'll have to rehook those up and glue them in
You've
place.
become unchained.
I'm very unchained, yes. So that's all done. My little gargoyle, I'm not gluing them on because I'm afraid I'm going to break them off. But he sits back here on this guy. You just glue them on there. So that's the hammer I got to put the hammer on the wall. So that's that. Then we worked on the floor. So this goes down here like this, right? So this is the floor. So we got the fireplace is going to go here, and we built a little desk that I forgot to actually squeeze into the floor. Oops, let me do that right now. Here we go. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. That's a great sound. Anyway, it's the floor with our little paper falling off. Some scrolls, books, whatever this is.
Is that hammer on the anvil?
Bucket full of scrolls too.
Yeah, it's a little
Is
hammer.
that hammer on the anvil attached?
That's cool.
It is, but very loosely.
Because I'm wondering
the
if that's
fireplace
going to be
goes here.
difficult. Yeah. Wondering if that's going to get in the way with the fireplace.
It doesn't, but it's a little loose. It's on the rubber cement, so I can move it around just a little bit. I could always pop it off there and do something else. We built that little bookcase back there with all those fucking books. Fuck books. But this portal this portal's translucent, so I'm assuming there's going to be a light back here. And I guess this is meant to be a crank. That thing sucked to build. But the
Maybe
desk
there's
has
something
got
on the ceiling that it cranks to.
Yeah, probably. And then this grinding wheel, like an old stone grinding wheel, the anvil, and then that was it for the floor. And that stupid barrel. I hate barrels. But I think this is going to be this side. So we just started building this side of the wall. So this is just pictures and some swords up there and whatever this big V is. I don't know. I'm still just putting it together. We'll figure it out. Figure it out as we go.
Looking good.
See what it looks like when it's all done.
Yeah. That looks like a cool one, though.
Yes. It's not great to put together. So keep that in mind. I don't know where that little white here. I better glue these in or I'm going to lose them. Anyway, that is what we got so far. That is
very nice. Very cool.
Yes.
You want to take us out of
Well
here?
done. Let's get out of here. Let's
Yeah, but I
roll
mean, who
the,
wants to take us out of here?
Well,
Let's roll
wanna do it?
the little ticker.
Oh yeah, don't forget the
I don't
schedule.
have-
A
I
couple
don't have
weekends
the
ahead of
ticker in
us.
my folder. There we go.
I'll
Somebody
add you a
put it on
ticker.
there.
It's
I
easy.
got it.
Well, all
You
right.
got ticker.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for hanging out with us as we build along, and we'll get back to.
We both
We're
hit at
fighting
the
each other.
same time.
Ah,
We are consummate professionals around here.
Yes, yes, we
just
are.
as looks good.
Stay tuned for more expert knowledge.
Mhm.
But as you see at the bottom, we got everyone's the whole HTM member schedule going across what nights are doing. Just so you know, 9 p.m. on Tuesdays will not be there. I think AK is going to do something at 9 p.m. on Tuesday instead of Ian. So then we got Jordan and the group build on Friday again, and Canadian Starships and TREKMODS. So
Yes, Alex streams Monday before Don's modeling desk.
True.
So that'd be like 5:30 Eastern time at Jacoby's Models.
That's right.
Yes. So again, thank you for everyone being here. Please, if you're new here, haven't chatted with us before, hit the subscribe button, and everyone hit the like button, please. Also, check out every member's channel. They are listed in the descriptions for the live streams.
Oh, and if you haven't done it already, and you're not subscribed to Jordan's channel, please go over. He is so close to 1,000. We're trying really hard to get him to. So over at Aligning the Stars.
Me too.
We're trying to get
Me
Jordan's
too.
channel to 1,000. So
I'm almost there too.
are you
Couple
too?
hundred.
So go over to TREKMODS and
Couple
go to
hundred,
everybody's
yeah.
channel. Just go to everybody's channel and
Yeah.
give them a subscribe and help us out.
I'm at around 750.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. So, Jody, would you like to say something before we end up shut down?
Yeah,
here?
go subscribe to TREKMODS. And then keep an eye out for my my next part of my little walker class, the Shinju, that I was showing off earlier that I'm working on. I'm in the process of editing that video. I should have it out in the next day or so, maybe tomorrow morning or possibly late tonight if I spend the time and actually do it.
All right. Todd, how about you? You got anything? Final words?
No, I mean, it's another beautiful week in the neighborhood. It's we got
Yes.
thunderstorm warnings coming in tonight. We have high heat warnings all week, so try to keep yourself
no.
cool. It's hot everywhere, it seems like. So I hope everybody stays safe and has a wonderful week.
Yeah. Well, here it's been extremely wet. They shut down a major freeway Thursday and Friday, both directions, because of flooding.
No.
Yeah. So, but all right. Well, everyone, again, thank you very much. This group greatly appreciates everyone that shows up and chats with us. Even the ones that just lurk, we appreciate you too. So with that,
Yeah, you creepy lurkers.
Creepy lurkers.
with that, we're gonna get out of here.
Take care, everyone.
Everyone, take care.
Energize.
Bicycle.